Hey folks, welcome to Fantastic Fridays, where we talk about Fantastic Four comic books. Today we're talking about three John Byrne issues: 241, 242, 243. Galactus showing up in this one. I've got a poll going for this run because we've been doing Fantastic Four now, 240 issues. We've been covering them all online, reading them, live streaming every Friday for a while now. And obviously we started with number one. So I was wondering what people are thinking so far as we're going through these. So the poll is thoughts on Byrne's run so far. Best FF run of all time. One of the best runs. It's okay, but it's not better than Jack Kirby or Stan Lee, or it's overrated. So those are your options on the poll right now, so you guys can check that out. Okay, before we start, talk about what's going on. We have a special Sunday night stream. We're going to be talking about Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man, starting with Torment, the first five-part issue story, Torment. I grabbed these. I got these when they came out, man. It was exciting times to be collecting comics. And you're like, ooh, a new Spider-Man series. So it's going to be Torment. And if that's good, we'll do all of it. There's not that many, so we'll do all of that. Monday is going to be Earth's Mightiest Monday, so talking about Avengers comics. Three more Avengers. No. Sorry, that's a lie. That's not this one. I'm sorry. I lied. That is not this Monday's. That is a lie. We're not doing that one. We went out of order. Yeah, sorry. This Monday on Earth's Mightiest Mondays, it's going to be the Hawkeye miniseries. That's what we're going to do. First, we're going to do the Hawkeye miniseries because this miniseries actually came before the comics we already did. So this is kind of in the middle. So we got to do the 4-issue miniseries for Hawkeye. You know what? StreamYard is phasing these in. I hate that. I don't know why StreamYard needs to change something every time. Okay. And then on Tuesday Night Terrorvision, we're back with John Carpenter's Vampires with James Woods and other people in it because he's like the clear winner in that movie. And then Wednesday, G.I. Joe, back again. Serpentor, first appearance of Serpentor. And I did not know who Serpentor was until I read this issue, and I was pretty stunned. It's pretty awesome. So there you go. Okay. I want to say a big thank you to all the channel members, guys. We appreciate you. So thanks for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. And I always want to mention our friend Clobber in Times, who loved the Fantastic Four, Ben Grimm, The Thing, his favorite character. So some people put a CT in the chat to honor his memory, so you can do that if you want to. So thanks, guys. I appreciate everybody. All right, that is that. Let me turn on the comments on the screen here so we can see. So far, we only got Dan here. How's it going, Dan? All right, let me bring in my hosts. My usual Fantastic Friday co-host. Let's bring him in.
You ever play roulette? Always bet on black.
What's up?
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
All right, let's bring in our special guest who wanted to come on here. You see him in the chat all the time. What are we going to use for it? We'll use Mr. Fancy Pants. We'll bring in our good friend RR.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey.
Hello.
Right.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Got my multiple copies of the
Yes,
today's issues
I got that
standing
too.
by. Oh, exciting.
What's up, RR?
Yeah, good, thanks. We were talking backstage a little bit about the Odyssey. I'll try not to get into Odyssey tangents today.
We'll try. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I've got my tickets, so I'm gonna go see it. The only Christopher Nolan movie I missed in the theater was Tenet, and that's because our other friend Steven came back and he goes, I almost walked out of the movie. He goes, you couldn't hear anything. He goes, the sound was garbage. It's like, and then I was like, yeah, they did this in Dark Knight Rises. I was like, oh, I'm like, well, that's how he would sound like. Okay, but I don't care. I can't understand what he's saying. It's so stupid. I don't know. And I really liked Bane in that movie. Even though you couldn't hear him. But anyway, hey, Classic Comics, how's it going, dude? But why does no one have to do weird things like that? Like, just make it normal, man. Like, just make it. You can make it a bit muffly, but we should be able to understand. Anyway, so everyone hated Tenet, and then I didn't buy it on 4K. A coworker of mine bought it on 4K and just used the digital code because he uses a digital library. So he just bought it to get the digital code and goes, "Do you want the 4K?" I was like, sure. And then my wife and I watched it. I thought, well, I really like this movie. This was pretty cool. But still, everyone hated it. So I was like, I don't know. So now I don't know because I'm like half and half. We were talking backstage. I'm half and half on Nolan. Well, if there's time at the end, we can go through his filmography really quickly and just see. But like, I feel like it's literally split down the middle. Like it's actually down the middle for Batman. I love Batman Begins. It's like a 10 out of 10. The Dark Knight is really good, probably like a 7 out of 10. And then I don't like Rises. It's maybe like a 5 out of 10 or something. Like it's okay, I guess. Maybe it's better than Supergirl, obviously, but that's a 0. And it's way better than the Superman, obviously James Gunn's dumbassery Superman movie. So yeah, but anyway, Fantastic Four. So let me see how the poll's going. There's not that many. So there's only 2 votes so far. Is there something going on today? Because normally we've got like way more people on Fridays. I don't know if there's something on. Is there some sort of like is soccer or whatever?
Tomorrow's final.
Is soccer finished or no?
Tomorrow.
No. The final is coming up.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
Well, depending on how bad the smoke is coming out of North Quebec, that might be bad for the players because it's going to block them in New York.
That is true. Yeah, you can still smell it here. It's getting a bit better today.
Yeah, it's clearer today.
I think it was a few days ago. You ever see The Crow City of Angels? That's what it was like. It was yellow the entire. I'm like, oh my god, we're in The Crow.
Yeah, or Villeneuve's Blade Runner.
Yes.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. You know what? I'll say this as a random thing before we start. There's a movie. I can put it on the Super Friends Drive if people want it. It's called Video Heaven. Video Heaven. The entire movie, which is 3 hours. The entire movie is only clips from other movies and TV shows that take place in a video store. So like there's clips from Clerks, there's clips from Seinfeld, there's clips from like any movie where there's a part in a video store. And it's Maya Hawke who's doing the voiceover, and through the depiction of video stores, like they've got like Death Wish 4 in there. It's like every movie I've ever seen that ever had a video store part. And the point of it is to show how video stores have changed, and it's the rise and fall of the video store within our lifetimes. And the point of the documentary is like these places have been wiped off the map, and the only way you can even experience what they were is through the movies that were made that showed them, because it's like they became such big things. Like they show a clip from Lethal Weapon 3 and there's a Blockbuster and there's a mom and pop video store right next to each other. And you're like, why do you need 2 video stores next to each other? But it's like, there's so many. But the entire thing, there's no footage. The footage is just in video stores. And then she'll explain the significance. She's like, in Death Wish 4, the video store was used as a drug. The guy was selling drugs out of the video store, right? And then he goes,
Can I
ask? Yeah.
Is there a cameo by the radio star who turns up and goes, damn you, damn you?
I don't know. I haven't finished watching it. I didn't know it was going to be 3 hours. I put it on. I was like, oh, let me watch this. This might be fun. I was like, oh shit, this is 3 hours. So I watched about 45 minutes. Like I can't watch anymore because I've got to like get ready for the stream. But I thought it was a very cool.
No word of a lie, J-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go to IMDb to check it out because I had no idea what you're talking about. I am absolutely enthralled. Like when we're done tonight, I'm gonna have that on. It's clips.
It's all clips with talking. But Last Action Hero's in there. Yeah, so it's like
Lost Boys.
I got to the Lost Boys part. But again, it's like it became such a norm, and in between. They have commercials for video stores and videotapes coming out. It's like, now you can have these classics at home, like Patton and what was it? It's literally these were the first movies. So Patton, it was like 3 or 4 that it was the first. It wasn't even video yet. It was like this video record thing or something. It was weird. It's like all these weird. So it's right before video became big, and it's like they're showing like Toxic Avenger 3, where at the beginning they come in and they talk about how like. In Toxic Avenger, the video store has trauma posters all around. But then later on, because Troma was big for video. Later on in mainstream movies, there's Troma posters in it, and they're like, and they show Videodrome, and they show like all of that stuff. It's everything that's ever been in. Scream would probably in it for sure. Yeah, it's like, I mean, Seinfeld's in it and stuff. Like
Be Kind Rewind.
Yeah,
Be Kind Rewind. Clerks, obviously the Clerks movies. So it's 3 hours. It's like 2 hours 50 minutes of all of this.
What's the one with Will Smith where it remade?
Even Men in Black is in it. Men in Black is in it. And in Men in Black, they got Troma posters.
What's the other one he did? Which was the remake of the Charlton Heston movie?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend, yes.
I Am Legend's in it.
Yeah, It's crazy. So anyway, something to check out.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a copy. If the Super Friends want me to put it on the drive, I guess I can. It's up to you guys if you want, but I mean, you can find it. If you want it, I can put it on there. It's not anything like, it's Criterion who brought it out. So,
but J-Man, what it is really, it's like going through a moving photo album.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's why I liked it. Yeah.
Right? Like, it's like the hairstyles, the fashion, the movies, like everything in it. I wonder, that'd be a good question.
No, it probably is classic. Dude, they got Toxic Avenger 3, and it's like every weird movie is in it. So, okay, let's do it. FF 241.
All right. So, FF 241, release date January 19th, 1982. Cover date April 1982. Art by John Byrne and Terry Austin on the cover. Writer John Byrne, penciler John Byrne, inker John Byrne, colorist Glennis Ween, letterer Jim Novak, editors Jim Salicrup and Lance Tooks, and it is Render Unto Caesar.
All right. Yeah, so we got Gaius. I just watched I Claudius. I was like, oh my god, it's like I know who that is. No, I know all the names. Yes, so this is so there's a problem in Wakanda. I think that's where they're starting off.
Yeah.
It's like they have to check. They have to keep checking X. Is Wakanda's power is back on? Okay, some of Wakanda has power again. There's like a big surge here. There it is. You can see it's Africa. I like this top-down view.
Yeah.
Bless the Rains.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that song, and I understood that one. You see, I know some songs. Ha, you losers!
Everyone loves that song.
Yep.
It is good. They played it in Aquaman. I got kind of excited. I was like, hey, they're playing that Rains in Africa song. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's Dum Dum
on these kind of panels where they're being lit heavily. I love they add so much mood.
And then I don't know who cut off Nick Fury's head or why he's still able to talk while he's headless, but that's weird.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then someone cut off Reed's head too. Damn, this is violent.
They're the same guy. It's Duke and Hawk. Essentially, one has two eyes and the other guy has stubble.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if Nick Fury, when he's depicted in comics today, is still allowed to smoke indoors.
I don't think anyone smokes in comics today.
Yeah, because Ben and Wolverine don't, as far as I know. They let Wolverine drink.
All right. Yeah, give me a break. Like, if he's not smoking, I mean, everyone knows smoking is cool. Like, it's not good for you and it's bad, don't smoke, but it is cool. So, like, that's why people started.
Byrne draw Wolverine looking at adult magazines in the X-Men,
Yeah.
so
why not? All right, let me tell you. Yeah, they are you know what? Nick Fury, this is awesome. Nick Fury and Reed Richards are the same person.
Yep.
But he's more, the way Byrne does it, because he makes Reed more scientific looking, AKA scrawny or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like Nick's a bit more buffer. But he's got, and then he's got the curl or whatever too.
Still got the curl. Yeah.
All right. Can you guys, okay. Now Idaho Smith, this is hilarious. So they're on their way to Wakanda. And Ben Grimm is dressed as a movie character in their world called Idaho Smith. I bet you,
purposes.
Yeah, there's probably 5 Idaho Smith movies, and the last one's terrible. And then
were they publishing the miniseries at this point?
Good question.
I don't know.
What year is this? Is this 81?
82? Is it?
I mean,
let me go back. It's 82, April of 82.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he's got the Indiana Jones gear.
Yeah, because I know
So-
Byrne did covers for the Indiana Jones
Yeah.
comic book.
Yeah, that's the comic that continued from Raiders because Temple of Doom wasn't a thing really. So it was sort of like the very first issues was he goes back after that fertility idol. He goes back to find it, and it's
Yeah.
like he traces it where it was taken. Those are pretty cool.
Mhm.
Like that was still real Indiana Jones, I would say, at that point before it became, Temple of Doom's real and Last Crusade's okay too. And after that, it kind of became. I think once you take Indiana Jones. I agreed with our buddy Michael from Retro Blasting, who had said they should have recast him because the second you remove him and put him in the 60s, like that last movie was like the 60s or mid 60s. It's like, why is he in the 60s? Like, you can't take him out of that time period. Even the one there was one in the mid 50s, right? The fourth one. You're like, even that was kind of weird. But they aged it with Harrison Ford. So like, okay, if Indiana Jones was 30 in this year, then if he was now his real age now, then it would be 1955. It's like, yeah, but now it's weird because it's not the serials. It doesn't have the Nazis. It doesn't have any of that. Like,
Having Sam Spade walk around as Sam Spade now, like the same kind of.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's just weird.
What's missing is
There you
religion.
go.
Because the Indiana Jones films are about religion, right?
That's true. Yeah, all of the
Raiders of the
different.
Lost Ark's about Judaism. Temple of Doom is about Hinduism,
Yeah,
and Last Crusade is about Christianity. Right?
Christianity.
So
Yeah,
when you take away, and of course the other big world religion, probably not the best to represent in film, but when you take that away, because spirituality is such a key belief in those films. Like I applaud that they tried something different with Crystal. Like
yeah,
Crystal,
like
I think
sci-fi
Crystal's-
elements and
Crystal-
stuff.
I think it could have been a really good movie. It sort of reached further than it could grasp, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate it outright.
No, me neither.
I don't actually hate it outright. And I thought the kid was like, actually on second rewatch of that, I thought the kid was much better than when I first saw him. But like the one after that is abysmal. It's terrible. Okay, so Wakanda, they got attacked by all of the guys here. It's like, hey, that's my friend. That's my friend Lumpy Thing. It's like, or Lumpy, call him Lumpy. It's like, what do you look at Reed? He's sitting down on the big steps here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, there's Crystal. Hey, Crystal, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, remember we used to date. So they go to Black Panther. Okay, yeah, he's got that. I forgot exactly. There's some sort of like hidden.
That's not T'Chaka. Sorry, T'Challa. It's Mnaka.
Yeah, Black T'Challa is undercover or something, right? Like he pops up after, or am I wrong? Because I thought that was. I couldn't tell who that was.
No, it's strictly him. It's Mnaka.
Mnaka.
Yeah, it's not T'Challa.
All right, so they're investigating this huge like structure. I don't know what you want to call this. Like this. Whatever you call this thing, like it's just like the Tower of, the Black Tower of Mkumbi. It's like, all
They
right,
borrowed it
fine.
from Close Encounters.
Yeah,
It's a Close Encounters tower of mashed potatoes.
yeah, and Airwolf's in there, just to let you know.
Airwolf's in there, yeah.
Yeah. But the weird thing is, because it's going to be like you're correct about what you said earlier, but I'm not quite sure how T'Challa pulls this off because they've all seen him without his mask on, so I'm a little confused.
Yeah, like he appears after, and like, oh shit, there he was. He was there the whole time, but like they didn't know that.
He's in the traveling band of.
Yeah, they did. How did they not know that? Right?
You would think.
I tell you, I think what we're seeing here, though, can you go back just a little bit? You've got there. Look at the chameleon in the foreground.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah,
like Byrne is really going. He just goes for broke during this stage of the run in terms of detail, right? Like when we get to some of the Kirby-esque machines that Galactus uses, Galactus' design, some of the panels coming up, especially the elevator in this episode, this issue. Just Byrne he's swinging for the fences with this one. He really is.
And the Russians have all been turned into the Army of Darkness skeletons. They're going to come back to life and whatnot. So that's the Russians are dead. Nobody misses them. So they're just like, yeah, well, poor Russians. I knew them. That's like, all right, the glory that was. So all of a sudden you've got these like Roman, like
Legionnaires.
troops or whatever. It's like, okay,
Legionnaires,
yeah, what the hell? Where did you guys come from? It's like, we're from Rome, bitch. Oh, and this is hey, look, and it's Christopher Nolan casting.
Well, it's Southern Rome.
Yeah, right. Hey, Phantom, that's fine.
But hang on, but there is an explanation for that.
There's actually, I'm not just being fun, just being funny.
That's Byrne though. Byrne's not. He's not.
No,
he's not being silly here.
Yeah, he's not being silly. No. It's all explained. Relax, chat. It's going to be explained. You can relax. She tried. So now Sue is smart. She turned invisible instantaneously before they saw her. So they've got the edge because they don't know that she's there. So now Reed doesn't want to fight back, and that sort of, like overconfidence kind of messes him up a little bit.
Well, they're to solve a mystery, right? They figure we'll let them take us prisoner and then discover what the secret is.
Right. Yeah, because they can escape anytime they want, right? Like, I mean.
So they think.
Look
at this machine. God, look at that.
Yeah, this is your big elevator. This room. This is the. They're taking them down into the. I don't know how far down. Whatever, they're going down, right?
And not to be like that old guy, but if there's something missing from FF now, and maybe it's just a change in storytelling, like Byrne, and even with Challengers of the Unknown kind of origins, like the whole kind of like quest and stuff that you would get like in a Quartermain book or whatnot. This is kind of cool, right? Like they don't have these kind of adventures because we don't tell these kind of stories anymore when you think about it. So if they're not doing something like on a galactic scale, or they're not fighting, the supervillain of the week, Frightful Four, like that's what made FF, to me at least, really cool as a kid, because you had all different manner of scenarios they could get in, and they work in every scenario.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, nobody's creative anymore. This is the thing I told you even when I was in film class. And like first year we had to make a slideshow. So you took photographs and turned it into slides, and it was so he's like, and then you made like a story that way. So it's almost like still pictures forming a story. And I mean, half my classmates are, I don't know what to do. I'm like, you don't know what to do. We came up with something in 2 seconds. Like, and then like by year 3, I'm making 25-minute long movies with twists in the story and fight scenes and like killing and stuff. And everyone's like, I don't know what to do. It's like, why are you guys in here? Is there no creative people left? Like, Fantastic Four can fight anything. Superman can fight anything. Fantastic Four can fight anything. Even Batman can fight anything if done in a good way. Like that's why I love Brave and the Bold. Like anything that happened in the cartoon, Batman was equipped for it, right? Oh, it's going to be an underwater adventure. I'm covered. It's going to be a space adventure. I'm covered, right? It's like, why is it? Everyone is so. You could take any character and make them cool, no matter what, but they just don't know what to do with anybody. There's just there's no like Byrne somehow found a pretty good mix. I still think Kirby and Lee is still my favorite, but Byrne found a good mix of still telling more sophisticated stories, but also keeping some adventure parts to it too. So it's not just like dialogue and like a big theme. Oh, at the end of this, there's a big theme. Okay, the theme was that this comic's boring. You know what I mean? Like that was your theme. I don't care what your theme is.
Where Kirby has the edge on Byrne is the sheer creativity of the man,
right?
Because he invented these ideas, right? These characters, he invented them. Byrne refines them and does amazing things with them. But when you see Byrne do his own books, right? When he does his own stories in X-Men, and there's a really great one-shot called 2112, which is just fantastic. But anyway, but when Byrne does his own stuff, it's a little bit derivative, right? Kirby was and that's why I think Byrne, who's quite a diva, why he really revered Kirby, because he knew, just for all his talent, he could not come up with the same kind of ideas. Stories he could come up with, but the characters, right? Look at this book. The Fantastic Four, Black Panther, Jack Kirby, right? In fact, Byrne goes through in today's issues, Byrne goes through a whole bunch of Jack Kirby characters, right?
Yeah, it's the greatest hits, right? It's like Jack Kirby's hit. So Jack Kirby creates sandboxes, but John Byrne is a great player in a sandbox. You want to have John Byrne come play in your sandbox, but he can't make his own sandbox. That's sort of what you're saying. Like you need Kirby to set that up. Or it's not as good. It's not as good.
Would be a copy of Kirby's, because like John Byrne's own original work after for Dark Horse and whatnot, it's derivative of other things. It's more interesting in some ways, but it's derivative. The only other guy I think who's close to Kirby in some ways is Jim Starlin, but that's a discussion for a different day.
Yeah.
Jim Starlin he's so underestimated.
All right, and here we are in Rome.
When in Rome. And look at the titles. I think the first title is Render unto Caesar, right?
Yeah.
For the first chapter of this story. Second one, Veni Vidi Vici, right?
Mm-hmm.
I came, I saw, I conquered. Like they're all references to Roman things. That's neat.
Yes.
All right, how about we'll give you a Van Damme dance.
Oh, thanks, FK. Good man.
Give you a wink, and we'll give you a ride. It's Fantastic Four, so I should really give you Flame On. Thanks, FK. The FF goes to Rome, so they're captured here. Their powers are still like they can get out anytime they want. So now he gives his full name, and they always have these long ass names in these things. We know that they just keep adding on.
Gaius Tiberius Augustus Agrippa.
Yeah. So he's going to be. So we're just going to call him Gaius because that's what they end up using. So he gives his whole long ass name, and Nova tries to flame on, and he just
foreshadowing.
Yes.
Yeah, he does. This guy doesn't care at all. He just smashes her head into a pillar, and those are I can't tell what kind of columns those are. I used to know. Oh no, they're I think they're Doric columns. I used to know all of the different columns. Ionic and whatever. It's like because there's like an Ionic had the eyes shit, and Doric is the ones that kind of got a little fat and they had the thing at the top. So I think that's what it was. But someone can fact check that, I suppose. So she just got smashed. And I just want to remind everyone too that she is naked here because that costume only appears when she's naked. All right, and here comes. So now everyone flamed on. Everyone's going to go attack him, but he nullified their powers, and that actually screwed Sue over because she was invisible this entire time. So he took their powers away. That was not nice. What? My powers are gone.
Poor Ben getting yo-yoed back and forth between human and thing.
Yep, now he's back to human.
Yeah, well, Byrne addresses that too in a few issues' time. Actually, Byrne does a lot of tidying up.
Yeah.
Because I've got today's issues in both this, which J-Man recommended, which was great.
That was the only thing that was the only good thing. That other book, that was the only good thing that came out of that FF movie.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to have to watch it again and see how I feel about it. I suspect it won't be as rage-inducing as Superman. But anyway.
No, it's not.
I've got this, which is a John Byrne Visionaries. It's volume 2. And
yes, I know those vision. I like those visionary books.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Byrne does a lot of tidying up of some of the messier elements of Fantastic Four that were not Kirby elements, but elements that other writers brought in that make the book a little bit untidy.
So that's Black Panther, right?
We're getting to Steve's point now about how T'Challa got in there.
Okay, so we haven't seen this guy's face. Well, there's a reason for it, but he's got a cool, he looks awesome, that's for sure. And then he's got a bunch of guys captured. And this is Black Panther, right?
Yeah. And everyone that was there is a bot. And he kept his costume inside them.
Yeah. So he was one of the guides that they had from the beginning, and that other. So I didn't realize that was stupid of me because he's actually bald. The other guy's bald. I didn't realize that wasn't T'Challa. So then I was like, oh, he's here. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's weird. Why was he? It's like that's like, and I couldn't wrap my head around what was going on. I'm like, why was he there? And then now he's here. I'm like, okay, that was never him. Duh. So he has his costume in the what are these?
He's a king with responsibilities. So it makes sense to be cautious about going on an adventure like this.
Yeah, so he has the robots here, and he's got his costume hidden in the robots. That's cool. That's what I got to do with my costume too. I should get some robots.
Yeah, hide it in your robot bubble.
We could have J-Man bots. It's like, J-Man, how is there 3 live streams simultaneously and you're doing there's J-Man robots that do it too. Whoa, what's going on over here? We got someone naked in the bed here. So Sue wakes up and she's like, where are all my clothes? It's like, I burned them. It's like, yeah, Sue's everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Don't let Namor hear this.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I said Black Panther was already there. So yeah, Gaius is going to take Sue as his queen, and he mentions that he's one of the soldiers of Caligula, which is great. But yeah, so their powers are gone. They're chained up in the dungeon, but Black Panther is on the loose and he's going to rescue everybody. And I don't know what he's going to do with our girl here, Frankie, but like, this is a predicament. But this is the Black Panther costume I like. I know the other guy had the cape and everything, like the whole ceremonial cape, but I like this one. What is this Caligula now? Well, I don't know what he's going to do with her. He's been maybe he learned some stuff. Namer's not going to be happy with
than Caligula, that's for sure.
Yeah, John Hurt was awesome as Caligula in that I Claudius.
Yeah, God. I've been rewatching a bit of that myself. Just the insanity that John Hurt puts into that character.
It's every time he speaks, it's scary because you're like, what is he going to do? Like, you literally don't know what he's going to do.
Sian Phillips, great Welsh actress, as Livia, who was really a huge standout in that series.
Oh, she needs to win an award for best ever in the world of all time. Like best acting. She is the number one best ever in anything that I've ever seen in the award for best female performance in anything. Yeah. She wins the nominee and winner. Boom. Like Steve, you haven't seen that yet. I promise.
Not yet. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Dude, I promise you, like it's drugs. They've done something
like
in that
the Odyssey.
show.
If you like Nolan's Odyssey, you'll love I Claudius.
Yeah, any of that stuff, any Roman stuff,
there's drugs in it.
Antiquity, I'm there.
Yeah, they put some mind thing in it because you watch it and you're mesmerized and like everybody is awesome. Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable, really, to have done. It's like 12 hours or whatever it is. I don't know how long it is. It's just unbelievable. Every second is the best.
Can't wait.
The cape is ceremonial. Yeah, but this Black Panther, I like this one the best with the lines on the gloves. He's got to have the lines on the boots and I don't know why, but that's like the Kirby kind of style. Doing the lines like that is cool.
I also like how they colored it, where it's with Lectratone and not just blue as a blue wash.
I like that better too. I agree with that. Yeah, this is better. You will now be my queen. Well, I don't want to be your queen. Tell me your origin. All right. Well, let me tell you my origin. Well, since you're going to be my queen, I should tell you my origin. Yeah, that's good. That'll kill time.
This is the James Bond moment.
Yes. Yeah. Well, actually, in Hawkeye on Monday, which I've already read those issues, there's I think it's Crossfire is the villain, and he tells the whole plan, and he literally says, "Now I will reveal my plan." I'm like, okay.
Hey, if you're a narcissist, you don't want to win and no one knows about it.
Right, of course. So Caligula was Caesar.
Didn't do it 35 minutes ago.
Yeah, that was awesome. In my Superboy, did you ever see, Steve? Did you ever see? I did a bunch of Superboy videos where Superboy defeats so Superboy versus Watchmen, and then I did Superboy versus Homelander.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm gonna play those tonight. If they're only 1 minute long, they're absolutely. Have you seen those? Did we know each other?
No,
back
I
then?
have not. I have not.
Oh my God, we didn't know each other then. Oh, I'm gonna play those, buddy. Oh, dude, guys, it's the best. I merged the comics. I put Superboy and Watchmen. He solves Watchmen in 1 minute. He dismantles the whole thing in 1 minute. It's awesome. I'll play it after this. It's really funny. That was in my creative days. Now I'm just milking live streams. Back then I was hungry for views. I'm like, I got to make something really cool.
Look forward to that.
So this is great. Like, look at them coming into this. So he was one of Caligula's guys. They're sent out on Caligula's messed up, so he sends the guys out on whatever stupidity he does. And they found this like crashed ship or whatever. And look at this awesome guy in here. Like, you got this wicked gold guy here. This is cool.
Oh, that scene's from Star Trek, man. How many times do you see guys get absolutely vaporized in Star Trek like that? Da-da!
Yes. Like, I mean, it's awesome. And like, yeah, these red shirts, they're red skirts. No, what are they? Red skirt, yeah. Vaporized or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now he came from Backstab. Hey
man, that's perfect. When you think about it, it's perfect.
Yeah.
A2 Brute, man, right there.
Yeah, he backstabbed him. He's a thief from D&D. And then he put on the armor. This is almost exactly what I would do. If there's a robot attacking me, I will somehow try to kill it and then wear its armor. Like, I mean, this is what any one of us would do. Sense of adventure. Put on the armor. So I put on the armor. It became awesome. But I'm a tad ist. I'm a little bit of an ist. So I'm stuck here and enslaved everybody. I went back to the old Roman ways. Like, oh, okay. So now I'm going to make these guys. I'm going to make your brother fight your friend. And they're gonna wear these cool armor. This cool armor. And they're gonna have a good fight. Dun, 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 dun. This is Star Trek,
man.
Yeah, this is Star Trek. Dun, 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 dun. So they're gonna fight it out. I don't want any bullshit. I don't want any stall tactics. I want a good fight. Let me look at my notes. Did I write anything down? They find a spaceship. Yeah, we got that.
The subtext there is a little bit, is kind of quite adult, really.
Yeah.
You think about what he's asking. What is he asking her to do? And what is she thinking and all the rest? It's it's Byrne bringing a different level of maturity to the storytelling, as well as action and adventure and stuff. So yeah, I love these issues.
All right. The Hollow Man. So so while he was doing all this shit, she just ripped his head off to see his face, but he has no face. He's the Headless Horseman. He's Hollow Man. Oh my God.
Yep.
Kevin Bacon or whatever. Was that Kevin Bacon was the Hollow Man?
That was Kevin Bacon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I like.
Apparently, Josh Brolin nearly got in a fist fight with Paul Verhoeven on that film.
Yeah.
What,
They
really?
hated each other. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I heard Josh Brolin talk about an interview. They hated each other.
It's
Crazy.
true.
I mean, I love Paul Verhoeven's awesome. Like, why are you getting mad at him for? Like,
But he's Dutch.
He's Dutch, yeah. So there's always that.
What's that line from Austin Powers? Oh, I hate. There's two kinds of people I can't stand: those who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
Austin Powers is great. The first one's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. The second one's okay. Putting him in the 60s was a bad idea because that's his element. When he's out of his element, it's funnier. And it's actually, you felt some sadness. I actually felt a little bit of sadness towards Austin Powers in the first movie because he was out of his time and people kind of made fun of him a little bit. I liked the first. I thought it was like a very good. It was funny, but there was a little bit of heart. And then part two is just like silly, but it's still cool. It's just an imprint on the armor. Yeah, like he's literally like, it's just like the armor's absorbed the guy. Hey, we're doing pretty good, man. Thanks, Al.
Well,
So, Al?
you'd think it makes sense because it's like the helmet has his memories and his consciousness, yeah. But his
Yeah.
body would have been long gone because he's been there 2,000 years, right? There's been nothing left of him. His body be dust.
That would be a long time. So now he just falls apart. I do kind of think it's like interesting that you just defeated him like in 1 second like that, but also it's like, you're kind of like, oh, I thought this was going to be a two-parter. I thought this was kind of a cool idea. Maybe they could have milked it a little bit more, but oh well. We got our powers back, and now everyone turned to dust. Wow, he was keeping them all alive.
Yeah.
Is she holding a sombrero? No, that's the guy's helmet.
Mhm.
It's got one of those mohawks on it or whatever. Now, what does a guy with no body want with a girl? Yeah. Well, we know that with Wildfire and Dawnstar, yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess I don't know. He just knew that he needed a woman, but he wasn't going to. So Sue is never really in any kind of like physical danger, I suppose. Like, we got our powers back, and then of course they can escape in like 2 seconds now because now they're punching crap. And I guess Reed has unstable molecule, khaki or whatever, like travel gear. Wildfire will allow it, yeah. Well, Dawnstar is awesome. She's like one of my favorites.
There's a little interesting throwaway line there when she asked for Reed's jacket, right? Where she said, "Sorry, it's the next page. I'm jumping ahead."
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah,
yeah. There's a
'Cause
little
she's naked.
throwaway line there. Yeah, but she says, "The Roman costume guy has put me in has gone the same route as the city, Reed, and I don't think Ben and T'Challa are quite that intimate friends. Do you?" So obviously, who's there? Johnny's there.
Yes.
They're brother and sister.
Yeah.
Frankie's there. She's a woman.
She's a woman.
Reed's there. His husband. But it's
Yeah.
interesting that she doesn't see Ben that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she and Ben have known each other
Forever.
decades and decades, right? He's as close to family. He watches Franklin. He's as close to family as she's got. He's like another brother to her. But it's interesting that she still doesn't like T'Challa. Fair enough, right? But they're not family. But it's just an interesting choice. A little throwaway line there.
Yeah, she can't give Ben a little peek now and then. Give me a break.
Oh, he's trying.
What's her problem?
You can see his
But
eyes.
he's not.
Trying.
He's not trying. Look at him. He's covering his
Yeah,
eyes.
he's the eyes right there. He's pulling one of these.
Right there, his eyes popping out.
Modesty.
But it's also, I love that little line that you made a point of, because those are the subtleties that a good writer puts in when you have a group book. Those little things that make each character an individual and then also help the world build, right? And think of how much history, because FF would have been on their 20th anniversary by this point.
Well, yeah, 20, just on 20, because it's 60.
Right.
The 20th anniversary issue you read a little while ago, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It.
So you got 20 years of crafting these characters, and how do you make them three-dimensional? It's this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Next up, Terrax.
One of my faves.
Oh,
Yeah, he's awesome. Okay, so 242.
All right.
talk about cameos.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here.
Oh yeah, it goes on and on and on. So Fantastic Four 242. Release date February 16th, 1982. Cover date May 1982. Art by John Byrne, Terry Austin, and Rick Parker. So the letterer is getting some love on the cover. Terrax the Untamed. Writing, penciling, and inking by John Byrne. Colorist Glynis Wein. Letterer Jim Novak. Editor Jim Salicrup and Lance Tooks. Yeah, there's a ton of other characters. and so we'll just go through the issue.
Yeah,
But it
there you
never
go.
feels crowded. I gotta say, like I was so excited to come on this week, maybe next week, and then I hope I can come back when we do Trial of Reed Richards,
Oh,
because that
Trial
to me
is
is
so
the
good.
greatest John Byrne issue of Fantastic Four. You know, it just the Trial of Reed Richards is just such a, yeah. People talk about it now, and nothing like that has come since then.
No,
But,
I haven't read that yet.
Oh, J-Man, I won't spoil it for you. We're in for a massive treat.
Yeah.
I tell you, though, when you get into the next page,
Okay.
Byrne really wants... I mean, it's Star Trek. This is
Yeah,
Byrne
this is
doing-
awesome.
He starts with space.
Yes, it's awesome.
It has been called many things. The endless ocean. The final frontier. In
Yeah.
truth, it is neither endless nor final. For all its immeasurable vastness, the cosmos is limited by the same laws which bind the fleeting lives of man or woman. Byrne's prose here,
Mhm.
he's writing epic prose, and there's one of my all-time favorite bits in the next issue. I'll share with you, but this page here, right, with its narration, it's expository, but it's also it really has a real. This is Byrne being epic. This is Byrne putting the sense of the cosmic, of the epic, into the comic. Something Kirby did really well, and Byrne just does it masterfully here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot of reading, but man, is it enjoyable.
But the thing about it too is that, again, don't want to sound like the old guy, but you miss that with modern comics because they've taken this part out, right? Where you get this kind of narration, which kind of informs you. So, like, if you're a kid and you don't know anything about space, you're learning about stuff by reading this. Nowadays, you're just informed by the pictures, and then it's like, okay, it is what it is. But also, Byrne's doing this because he is flexing his muscles because he's coming off of working with Claremont. And so, okay, it's almost like, you know, LeBron and whoever his teammate is, or Pippen and whoever his teammate is, and they're debating who's the best, right? So are those X-Men books Claremont's, or are they Byrne's, or are they together? This is Byrne saying, this is me, guys. I'm going to draw it, and I'm going to write it, and I'm going to show all you guys that I got it all as a package.
I got it all. Yeah, I think Sue can selectively make herself invisible. I want to remind everybody that there's a poll. There's 8 votes so far. Byrne's run so far has been 38% say the best FF run of all time, 50% say one of the best runs, and 12% say overrated.
Okay.
So somebody out there thinks it's overrated. Raj is here, my friend. How's it going, dude?
Hey, Raj.
Spectacular Steve Fab is fantastic. Yes, thank you. Sensational Super Friends, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Guys, make sure you hit the like. We're streaming this on Sean's channel as well, even though Sean's not here tonight. But make sure you're hitting the like wherever you're watching, and I'll put some links up so you can subscribe to everybody else here as well. We appreciate that. Okay, yeah, this is awesome. Look at that weapon, man. This guy, Terex is great. You gotta have weapons, eh? You know, like if you're a villain, you got to have some kind of weapon or something with you or something. I don't know. It just seems a lot cooler. This guy has to be one of the coolest designed rando guys. Like, you know, there's always these random villains, and you're like, man, this guy's just awesome.
Yeah. Great silhouettes. FF villains have like some amazing silhouettes. That's what Kirby was a master at.
Yeah, the silhouettes. You always point that out. It's like, it's so cool. I love this, like, admiring the tree. Oh, it's so sad to take it down. Okay, well, you just click this thing and it goes away, you see? And she's like, what? Reed, it's not a real tree. He's like, well, why are we murdering trees? See, Sue murders is a plant murderer. She's a plant.
I love how she's mad, though. Why can you do something so practical? It's almost like you don't, but again, this is like another little subtlety. Yeah. Why must you overfix everything? Like, not everything has to be completely smooth. Let us go through a little bit of the humanity of and it's actually contrary to what Reed said about the group last issue, where he's like, we don't have our powers, and we're always relying on our powers. he's always relying on his brain. It's like
Mhm.
you can't turn that off.
You can't just turn it off. John
Do you
Rambo.
know, I'd like to interject something here, right?
Yeah.
So I Googled it, and I don't know if it's an accurate measure, but Reed Richards apparently has an IQ of 260 or 70, right? So think about that for a minute.
Mhm.
So I took an IQ test, and like, so my IQ is about 130 apparently, but it's a silly test anyway. But that I would be half as smart as Reed Richards. So Reed Richards talking to me would be like me talking to my dog. That's the
Wow.
difference in intellect, right?
Right.
So how can he relate to human
Can't.
beings? And that's something that Byrne does brilliantly. Like even if Sue was a genius,
Yes.
even if Sue had an IQ of 200, he would still be on a plane so far above her and everyone else around him that it would be so difficult for him to interact with them, right?
NRR, I want you to take what I'm going to say next and add it to what you just said. By making Sue, almost as smart as Reed is in the movie, you actually diminish how smart Reed
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
And when they do that, like making Gwen as smart as Parker in the Spider-Man movies, you're taking away what makes that character special. Like, do you ever see that in a detective movie where like the cop comes home or the detective comes home and like his girl Friday or his girlfriend goes, well, if you did this and this and this, you'd solve the case. And he's like, oh yeah, you're right. Like, no, it never happened.
Yeah, unless it's a couple, like
Unless it's a
Thin Man
couple.
and stuff or whatever.
Exactly. But they're on
but
the
like,
same
yeah,
team
it's-
at that point.
Yeah,
right?
No.
What makes
Watson
you special
does not-
should be celebrated for the characters.
Watson does not need to be as smart as Holmes.
No, he humanizes Holmes. That's the difference.
Yeah, and if you watched the real Sherlock Holmes, which is AKA Jeremy Brett,
Yeah.
and I know they switched Watsons. I do like it was
Edward Hardwick.
Yeah, it's Burke was the first one, and then Hardwick was the second. Well, after season 1, Burke left to be with his family and stuff, and then Hardwick took over for the rest of the whole, and then all of the stuff after that. But they're both great. But yeah, Watson is not stupid, like how they made him with Basil Rathbone and what's his name, which I also like those movies. But it's Nigel Bruce. It's not as stupid as Nigel Bruce. But like, no, Sherlock is clearly way smarter. But yes, you're right. Sherlock can't connect to humanity. He doesn't care. Like there's points where he's like, tell me the thing, and the woman's talking, and then kind of Watson's like, you look distressed, man. Why don't you sit down? Like Sherlock didn't even say, like, it's just like he got right into it, right? And it's like, so things like that, right? Where it's like, would you like a tissue? And at points, like like Sherlock breaks through, is like, oh yeah, I forgot to ask you. It's like stuff like that. But here's the thing: everyone's trying to make everyone equal now, and it's like it doesn't matter if Sue's just as smart. See, in their mind, oh, she needs to be just as smart. It's like, no, she has different value. Everybody has their value. I don't understand why. Even in the first one, in the Wonder Woman movie, Steve Trevor's not as strong as Wonder Woman, but Steve Trevor's still awesome.
Yeah,
it doesn't need to be.
He doesn't need to be as right. So like, I don't understand why that matters. If you mentioned this before, I haven't seen I actually haven't seen the trailer. I will see the trailer though. Head kick. What was he doing? Oh, no. So this is he's getting kicked out. No, he's shooting missiles and shit. Like this is crazy. He's shooting missiles in the house, and it's almost
foreshadowing.
Yeah,
foreshadowing.
Yeah, and what does it say? This is not a flying toy.
That's right.
Wait a minute. How did that happen? Sorry, was this thing? This is the thing. Okay, so he attacked. This is Julie, not Herbie, right?
Yeah.
It's a different name. They gave it a different name. I thought they did, didn't they? Am I wrong? Or maybe I'm confusing things. Actually,
I think it was a couple of issues ago that he reprogrammed it or uploaded.
Yeah, it's not Herbie, I don't think.
No.
Anyways, doesn't matter. Okay. So elsewhere, look at these guys. They try to come attack Ben. And they're like, oh, you think you're so pumped up, eh? We're gonna beat you up.
80s New York. It was a different time.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, she liked Peter for Peter, not for Spider-Man or whatever, right?
Yes. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I always like those girlfriends.
They treated Gwen so bad. Oh my lord.
I was watching some Amazing Spider-Man 2 today. I picked up the Tobey Maguire trilogy on 4K. It was on sale because the new Spider-Man movie's out. So now I start checking all the Spider-Man stuff because it'll all be on sale, right?
Right.
I know how it works.
I have to say, while I think the Raimi films are the best Spider-Man movies,
Yeah.
there are things that Andrew Garfield got right. Maybe not so much about Peter until actually in his second movie did, but when he's being Spider-Man,
He's awesome.
himself, Andrew Garfield is phenomenal as
He's
Spider-Man.
let down by his movies. He's the best Spider-Man. I will fight.
Yeah, when he's in costume in Amazing Spider-Man 2 and doing stuff, and there's a lot of saving people in part 2, a lot of it. He is the best when he's doing all that. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Julie is the friend of Frankie's. That was my bad. But anyways, yes, I agree that Andrew Garfield in the Spider-Man costume, when he's Spider-Maning, when he's doing stuff, he's the best.
Mm-hmm.
But the Raimi movies are way better movies and more emotional, and you care about the characters more, and like, you know, it's like all that stuff. I love the super. He bowled a snowball.
Yep, an absolute strike.
Yeah. This is like the boulder in Indiana Jones road. They can't get escape.
It's when he does stuff like this, or he rips up Hulk used to do it too, where he'd rip up the pavement like it's a carpet.
I love carpet pavement. Yeah, carpet pavement is the best. I like this guys. Oh, you think
reference to a previous issue? There's a reference that Ben makes here to the 20th anniversary issue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they were trapped in the Littleville.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know, continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Garfield was the best.
Yeah.
Even
Tom Holland. There's just, you know, something. Tom Holland started off in a weird way, so he's kind of stuck with what he started with. So unfortunately, because he started in the MCU movies, he's stuck with.
He's Iron. He's Iron Kid, man.
Yeah, he got stuck with not being the real Spider-Man. He's kind of just like a Spider-Man, but whatever.
The ingenious kid that becomes probably the signature hero of the Marvel Universe, Maguire. That's taken away from Holland, right?
Well, we'll see when Brand New Day comes out.
Yeah,
how that goes.
Yeah. I got my tickets for that. That's sold out. That's sold out up the ass. Christopher Nolan's whatever is sold up the ass. Is it? Oh, it's not going to do that well. Stop it. It's already so before Christopher Nolan's movie just came out, and it's already beaten Supergirl.
Mm-hmm. It made 17 million on previews.
Right. Like, I mean, it's already, dude. I've never seen the entire thing sold out.
That's
like
nuts.
I was scrolling through on the app. It's like full. I got to July 28th. I went through every day. I got to July 28th, where finally I got my top corner seat, and that was the only seat available. The entire theater was sold up except for that top corner where I always sit, where we sat together. That was the only one I got. Anyways. So Frankie and Johnny are out. Frankie and Johnny, that's a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
With Al Pacino, yeah, I think it is. Okay, so they're going out to check out the theater here with her friend Julie. There's Julie. We did actually meet her before. She was the roommate.
Yes.
Okay. There's the big acting guys or whatever. Like, oh, you gotta act better and everything. It's like
reciting his lines.
Yeah. Now look at this weirdness. This is cool.
Oh wow, that's Byrne is crazy, man.
I mean, look at all the lines there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Hawk Punch probably more. Yeah, Punisher's in this one. I forgot.
Phantom. That point is why I've always loved the dynamic between the two of them. In that he does not talk down to Parker. He absolutely is in awe and respects his genius.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this thing's covering the city. Flame on, let's go. Look at Reed. Whoa, it looks like a microscope.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we're looking through a microscope at a little Reed.
Drawing that must have been Ugh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, great
All
Kirby
right,
design.
Yes.
it's a definitely Kirby design for sure. All right, so there's a dome. Oh, well, it's going to. So everything's blowing up, of course, because it is. Here comes Terrax. So Terrax comes in and he can control Earth and rock and whatever, right? So he's like an Earth control guy, and he's pissed off at Galactus, and he decides to smash Thing through. Look at the side picture there.
Love it.
Bang, bang, bang,
I
bang.
love
through.
those kind of panels, man.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very mean.
Cross
And now they all attack him.
beautiful.
I mean, they can't do shit to him. He's just like swiping around. His axe can cut through anything. Guys are getting smashed through. They're getting smashed through multiple buildings. Like you're like, holy crap.
There's scale to this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throwing shit around. They try to bury him. That didn't work. Now he rises up. Look at this. He makes like he like riding this chunk of
Platform, yeah.
yeah. Oh no.
Well, Heralds of Galactus should be. I mean, I really struggle with that story where Spider-Man defeats Firelord in a fist fight because without, I mean, the way it's done, yeah, it's an explanation, but not a particularly good one. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's
The
to
suit
me
augment-
a Herald of Galactus, unless they've got a severe handicap, like the Surfer always expends too much power helping somebody and then has to fight the villain when he's weak. Right, that's
Right.
a real classic Surfer trope. But Heralds of Galactus should be almost untouchable. They're like, they're like low-level demigods. Right?
Yeah,
Thor
absolutely.
Right.
would have a tough time.
Mhm.
I got the crossovers where Superman meets Galactus and the Surfer, and Superman acknowledges that the Surfer is more powerful than he is. So Heralds of Galactus really, I think, yeah, they're meant to be something special, and that bird definitely gives Terrax the treatment here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he puts like an entire. He basically like dome. This is the second dome we've had this month because we had the dome in Avengers, which is funny.
Yeah.
That's just a coincidence because they're not. Those are not the. They didn't come out at the same time because we're behind. But that's just funny. But yes, the dome covers everything, and then Invisible Girl. Oh, okay, so hold on. Let's go to. Speaking of Spider-Man, there's Spider-Man.
hmm
I don't understand why people can't tell he's Spider-Man. He's always got half his mask on. No, I'm just joking.
Especially when there's danger.
I'm just- Mom, why does he have half his mask on? Shut up, Timmy. You're an idiot. Go away. So he's wearing his Charlie Brown.
I love it.
I don't know why he's wearing his Charlie Brown sweater. Like, what is this?
It's the early 80s, man. That and green pants.
I love, man, green pants, man. I gotta get green pants. I know it's annoying for like birthdays and stuff. Like, I'd be like, it's like my mom would be like, oh, I get you a nice pair of pants. Like, make sure they're green or something. She's like, I can't get you. I was like, well, then I don't want them. It's like I gotta pick my clothes. I gotta pick like something weird, purple or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's a dome everywhere, and this poor old man falls, and nobody cared. No, it's Donald Blake.
It's the oh god, what's that DC characters?
It's the spirit.
The Spirit.
I don't know where the spirit is. Yeah, it's a Phantom Stranger.
Phantom Stranger. That's it. That's who I was thinking of.
Okay, but it looks like the spirit. It's exactly. He doesn't have the red tie, I guess, so it's not exactly.
Mhm.
And then
I didn't
there's
know the
Errol
spirit
Flynn
turns
making
into-
a very angry phone call.
Damn it!
Oh,
Has anyone got to pick up the goddamn phone at Stark Industries? It's like, oh shit. There's Iron Man. There's Daredevil.
very 80s table too.
Daredevil can't even see the dome. Oh, come on.
Yeah, but it's messing up his radar sense.
I know.
Love
It's yeah. My radar sense is all messed up. Mandrake the magician. Yeah, I love Mandrake. He's great. I just put away I bought the first three volumes of Mandrake's comic strip, and I've got the Mandrake. My original toy as a little kid is over there, and I've got the new cool looking figures that they made, which I'm scared to open because they're NECA and they might just explode when I open them.
Do you? I'm not sure if the scope of what Thor's doing here is.
Yeah, this is crazy.
He's insanely powerful. and it's just like and it comes down to the imagination of the writer, right? And then the artist can actually then represent it. But basically using Mjolnir to make the water recede, it's unbelievable.
He's Moses or whatever, right?
Yeah, where's your Moses now?
Here comes
He's holding
Spider-Man.
back the Hudson River.
Yeah, he parts.
He does. He does part the Hudson.
And it's all
I like how Spider.
Island, isn't it?
Yeah. So now they got their suits. Okay, so he's taking Manhattan Island into space, and now Sue is going to make it invisible so that the average person doesn't know what's going on. So they don't get scared. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. She's doing the opposite of usual. She's maintaining.
Yeah.
She's the visible girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get visible. Hey, my car is in half there. What the hell's going on here?
Very famous New York landmarks coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doubting a god can part part the river? Yeah, of course. He didn't part the river. It was always no. All right. Here comes the FF against Terrax, and then what the heck? What's going on over here? We're going in. Oh shit! We're in space. Hey, I know that tennis ball. I know that white. I've seen that white tennis ball before. It's like, I want you to go to that tennis ball and kill Galactus. What? We can't kill Galactus? Well, you better. It's like, okay. I like this Terrax stone skin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ahead of its time.
Are they actually... Like, how is that? Is that just dots, or is that some special thing to do for this guy?
It's like they're like zip tones that you would use in magazines. So like the black and white magazines or stuff in like the 40s and 50s would have used that for gradations and tones.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, this is it, and we're not talking about Michael Jackson's last album or last tour.
Right. This is my. This is why I'm here. This is my all-time favorite Fantastic Four issue, all-time ever. Possibly one of my favorite Marvel comics of all time. And it starts with possibly one of the greatest covers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's such a good cover, it doesn't need a background.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's so good.
All right, now hold on a second. Before we do that, let's do where's my comics asylum. Okay, let's get those up. So guys, we're streaming this on multiple platforms. We're gonna do one more issue tonight, and then we'll go into freeform talking. And I am gonna show you guys my two Superboy versus the Boys, and Superboy versus Watchmen. And it was during my Superboy Can Fix Anything. Whatever comic you've ever read of Superboy, it gets fixed in 4 panels. Like whatever the situation is, Superboy can fix it within 4 panels. So I did that. Okay. So Steve, what have you got coming up on your channel?
We just covered the poster reveal for the concept art for Avengers Doomsday on our weekly show. And then we took a little bit of a look at San Diego, and we'll go into it more in depth in next week's episode. So, and then I'll be joining you for all the streams.
All right, awesome.
And then we have Torment. That's going to be fun on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. I read it 3 times. Today. It's very easy to read. It's
a quick read. It's a quick read.
It's a quick read, Richards. Okay, so as Steve said, this Sunday, Torment, Todd McFarlane's epic 3rd best-selling comic of all time. Spider-Man take. So we're going to talk about that. Monday, Hawkeye miniseries, the whole thing, 4 issues. Him and Mockingbird team up and kick the crap out of a bunch of guys. It's going to be good. Tuesday Night Terrorvision, hosted by Wrestling with Horror. We're going to be talking about John Carpenter's Vampires, yes, with starring James Woods in like a super epic performance. And then Wednesday, Serpentor finally arrives. And who is Serpentor? I did not know who it was until I read these issues, and I did a shill reaction face. Not there's that one fake guy who like spit his water out and is like so obviously fake because he spit it like right perfectly back in his cup because he didn't want to obviously spit it on his computer. But I almost pulled one of those. I almost pulled one of those. So there you go. Make sure you're here. Hit the like, subscribe, all that stuff. The links are in the comments right now. Now the links are in the comments of my channel. So if you're not watching this on the J-Man channel, then you won't be able to see. So Comics Asylum, and then my channel is J-Man77. Okay, easy. All right. Let's do it. Fantastic Four, this is it.
All right. Fantastic Four 243. Release date March 9th, 1982. Cover date June 1982. Cover completely by John Byrne. Shall Earth Endure? Written, penciled, and inked by John Byrne. Colorist Glennis Ween. Letterer Jim Novak. Editor Jim Salicrup and Lance Tooks.
All right.
1982 was such a good year.
Mm-hmm.
This comic, Wrath of Khan, Conan the Barbarian.
Yep.
Oh,
1982.
those are all great.
What a year.
Shall Earth Endure? So basically, he just ripped like a couple of stories off the Baxter Building right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot faster than the construction that's going on at my buddy Steven's place. It's taken forever. They should have hired Terrax. So Sue's got her force field around the island. Galactus, Avengers Doomsday. See, the reason they refused to do Earth, Wind, and Fire is because she's worth to say about water. The Hulk would show up and go. What about Hulk? Earth, Wind, Fire, and Hulk. Yeah, Hulk is looking for new outlets. They cancel his TV show. Yes, they. Oh, they can't. Oh, yeah. That had a good run though.
Yeah, it was 5 years. That's pretty good in TV.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so Frankie's like Galactus. I thought that was like fake or whatever. It's like, no, he's real. Galactus is real. So it's interesting that like, because she's supposed to be young and it's almost like doesn't believe that Galactus was even a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so kind of cool.
The TikTok generation, honestly.
Yeah. She looks very pretty here, though. I like. He makes her very pretty. All right, here comes Avengers. Everyone's involved.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go.
I just say Jean's looking fantastic. Sorry. Frankie, I mean. Not Jean. Sorry.
Stop it. It could be.
Change the hair color, and it's Heather Hudson.
Here. Okay, hold on a second. Here comes
Wasp in a new outfit.
Wasp with another new outfit.
Yeah.
Now Burns coming in with his ideas on their outfits.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in space, all this shit's happening. That axe is as big as that axe blade is the entire Ben Grimm's body.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty large weapon.
It's manga-esque. Like when you look at like the manga characters,
yeah,
like they have weapons with oversized axes and all that kind of stuff. The blades are huge. Terrax, man, he's bringing it first.
Oh, this is cool. He's laughing. Look at the laugh. That's awesome. So they got to go kill Galactus for Terrax because he's pissed at him.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the truth is that Terrax, he appears to have the upper hand and he appears to be pushing them around. But actually, Terrax is terrified.
Terrified. He's bluffing.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is pooping his pants. He is terrified of Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why he's get the FF. He wants them to face Galactus rather than himself. Which gets realized about a couple pages from now in just epic. Oh, there's a great bit of prose there that's coming up. I mean, look at Galactus. He's like, oh, what a week! Just filed my taxes, and now my herald's buggered off. You know?
Yeah, and he's like, I got to deal with these gnats again. The only people that kind of give me any kind of trouble in the entire cosmos, these guys.
It's like, I love this. I like the way Galactus is just awesome.
Mhm.
I love the way that he's just sitting. It's like he's kind of like he's out of energy and all that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, yeah, you know, like I'm losing everything, and he needs to get his energy, and it's like he goes in, he like kind of lumbers, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at the posture. Look at his posture there.
yeah, that it's like he's like balancing. It's like he's fallen over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Did you remember? Is it? Oh, go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Byrne's doing this on a monthly schedule. Like he's not missing months or missing issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like so his speed, not only with the writing, but also the art chores. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except they're with Kirby, man, for sure.
What were you gonna say, RR?
I was going to say, do you remember it was over a year ago, we did this stream, Steve, J-Man, and Sean and myself, I think Classic too, about The Hunger, which is a crossover, Darkseid versus Galactus, which is, I mean, that's epic, right? But Galactus was so roughed up after that, he had to start wearing long pants. But
yes,
no, that is such a great, like Byrne really, you can tell he loved drawing Galactus because Galactus does show up a fair bit. There's characters you can tell that Byrne just loved drawing, and Galactus is definitely one. It's just the design. What on Kirby machines.
Mm-hmm. RR, did you ever read, or J-Man, did you ever read the last Galactus story that he was doing for Epic?
Bits of it.
No,
I read bits of it. Did he ever finish it?
I don't think he ever
was the
finished it.
thing.
You know what? I'd love for him to finish it. If he can do Elsewhen.
well, he keeps. Yeah, I was gonna say like, and like that Elsewhen has actually opened up a lot of possibilities for other people too. Like I've now seen like other guys coming in saying, "Hey, maybe I should, you know, do my continuation or whatever." Right? Like this is like when they came in and like basically John Carpenter and those guys just continued Halloween from part 1. They just ignored part 2 and they just did a new trilogy, which is then the third one sucked on that. But you know, they just did another timeline. It's like how many timelines, you know, make another one. Terrax was competition with Fatal Five's Persuader for biggest axe. Yeah.
Axe to grind.
Axe to grind, yeah.
He's a pain in the axe, that guy.
He's a pain in the axe, yeah. Doesn't magnifying glasses on it. Like Superman's son. Yeah. No, he didn't. That was stupid. It's like, yeah, he has his energy reserves. So now he's at full power, but that was it. He doesn't have any energy after that. That's that thing.
I don't think he's at full power, actually. He says, thus do I draw upon the last bitter dregs of energy.
Okay, sorry,
I think he's got enough, and I mean he can walk around and move, but he's at, you know, the tank is just above empty.
But
so he's got 1 bar on his phone.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
think of the respect,
1 bar.
though, right? Because these gnats go up, and he still powers up. He's
I was
like,
gonna
I'm
say,
not facing them weak. I gotta. They're coming for me. I gotta be prepared. That's
and then he undoes all this stuff. So he's even at 1 bar. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's really tragic? So, not that long after this, I mean, Galactus appears in the Secret Wars, and he's pretty impressive in that. Mm-hmm. But there became a trend later on, because what's going to happen in this issue is we're going to see, this is the first time, I think, Galactus is actually defeated in a battle. Mm-hmm. Although they don't overcome him just by force alone, right? Because that was Kirby's intention, that he was an enemy that could not be become by force. They had to come up with something smarter. But eventually Galactus became sort of a jobbing character in the hands of lesser writers. And, Galactus turned up. Oh, well, it's no big deal. You know, he became less of a threat. And I think that's really sad.
I know you've been reading the Joe comics. And we were saying last stream, saying like how Larry Hama has a lot of characters and people lose and people win, but no one feels as though they've been wasted. Where like, okay, Ripcord did get captured, but you're like, well, he was awesome. It was like, shit, he got captured. Like, it was like, if you make everybody awesome and formidable and either smart or strong or whatever you do it, there is a way, if you're a good enough writer, to make it so that no one looks bad when the story's over. Of course, there has to be a winner and a loser. But when it's over, you shouldn't be like, man, that character really sucked. Like, it shouldn't be that Galactus is defeated because he's crummy character. It should be defeated because you came up with a very interesting way to defeat him without making him look bad.
Mm-hmm. That's what
not Sue pushing him over, right?
Oh, I don't even want to think about that. I mean, at least I liked the look of Galactus in that film. That wasn't too bad. They got him mostly right, but then they just made him a kaiju, which is very upsetting. But anyway.
And he picks up and he's smelling the dirt and stuff. Like, what was that? That was weird. He doesn't eat. Does he eat like that? I guess. Like, it's so stupid. Okay. All right. So now Galactus is going to come and undo all this in a minute here, actually. So there's Terrax again. He's basically threatening. Like, I think they're like taking too long. It's like, what's going on? Like, why is there no fighting going on? Like, I'm gonna, like, you guys got to get your shit together. Let's go. So he's getting impatient. So he's
not that bright, Terrax. And that actually, what happens to Terrax eventually, much further on down the line, it's set up in this because he's not a particularly clever character, Terrax.
Attack him, destroy Galactus. So really, I mean, the FF are not, they're hired, they're not hired, but they're forced to be assassins here, but they're not assassins. Wait, do you feel the pressure? Puny, insolent worm. How would he talk? Puny, insolent worm. No, he wouldn't be, I don't think he wouldn't have anger to his voice. It'd be more like, like puny, insolent worm. Like, so like disgusted with him or whatever. Have you not yet learned who is master? It's like, Gzz. Oh my God, he's got like one skull eye and one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a coincidence that his pupils look just like Terrax. No. that's a coincidence. I know.
There's an Indiana Jones reference there, where he says, "Shield your eyes, or your eyes will be melted out of your sockets."
Yeah. In Xena, it was the reverse.
Yes.
When they found the Ark in Xena, you had to face the truth or whatever, right?
Yeah. I love Xena, man. I like that show.
And then Autolycus looks at the rules. He's like, "Thou shalt not steal. Who can follow these rules?"
Too good.
Great.
Okay, so
great starting place for guys like Carl Urban, and I think Anthony Starr had a small role in Xena as well.
Yeah, he was on it as well too.
Yeah. So here's like the everyday people who are just kind of like, they don't even know exactly what's happening. They're kind of. I love this one guy. It's like, it's like, what's going on? Or it's like sitting down at his big seat here, talking to his friends. Sue just got nailed. She's like, the force field, it's gone. So she's been knocked down.
And that would have coincided at that moment in the Avengers issue where the bubble disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
No, that bubble was the negative zone. Oh, no. Wait.
Oh, was it? Was it Annihilus or was it Terrax?
No, it was Annihilus.
It was Annihilus? Okay.
Yes, that was Annihilus.
Yeah, I'm getting my bubbles mixed up.
Yeah.
It's tough to say who's a bigger jerk, Terrax or Annihilus, because both of them are complete jerks, the two of them.
Yeah, probably Annihilus.
Annihilus is all, but they both look good. Those are both too good. And actually, Terrax doesn't have the traditional bad guy colors. Like Annihilus is like bad guy. Annihilus is bad guy 101. Insect looking guy. No, there's no insects except for Spider-Man, but the spiders aren't insects, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, but like whatever, like insect helmet guy, purple, green. Like he's got the full package bad guy outfit. Yeah, Brainiac. Yeah, he's got his. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I like standing on the
Then-
edge here of the Twin Towers. That's cool.
Yeah. The next page after this one is what is it's just the writing on it. Yeah, it's just fantastic. The next page.
Hold on, I like this
Oh.
swing. Classic Comics mentioned earlier. I don't know if you guys caught it. He said his axe is as big as Deathbringer.
Yeah.
Deathbringer is from
Mhm.
Golden Axe, one of my favorite arcade games. I even have the Golden Axe marquee, light up marquee in my room over there. It's from an actual machine. And yeah, he's got the big axe. He takes the big swing at it. It's like, oh yeah,
Oh,
you're
here
not
it
going to do
comes.
shit. You want to read it?
Well, the best bit is down the bottom. So after, that Reed, of course, is very observant. That blast of energy comes from the Death Star. That thing's operating. Oh no, wait, sorry.
That
Not
thing's
that one.
operational.
It's
Yeah.
Now that blast of energy, it seems to be flowing from Terrax to Galactus, and then you get this, right? This is just a beautiful little epilogue to his story. So Terrax is now falling, right? It's the fall from grace.
Mhm.
Once he was Tyros, petty dictator of a world beyond human knowledge. He thought himself supreme in all the cosmos, lord and master of all he surveyed. He was wrong. In a universe beyond measure, what is the puny life of man? What is the dominion of a single world? Once he was Tyros, petty dictator of a world beyond human knowledge. Now he is Tyros once more. There he is in a literal trash heap, right?
Yeah.
A smoldering ruin.
Naked,
Just the
cast out naked.
poetry
man.
of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it absolutely is. The poetry of that. I remember reading it as a kid going, wow, this is
It was
freaking
this
awesome.
one. It was this one, and so shall the flea be doomed with the Sphinx that had me as a kid. When he had the Sphinx in that time loop forever, like, oh, you think you can test me? So shall the flea be doomed. Oh, love it.
Yeah.
So now he's hungry because he's just used up a lot of energy. And now he's going to build the machines to drain Earth again. Galactus, you POS. Stop your shit. Galactus, are you for real or what?
Reed, go get the nullifier, man. I know you got it in a closet somewhere.
No, but
See if you can trick him again.
where did it go again? Where did I put that nullifier?
He gave it
I
back to
love
him.
this. The dialogue here is great with Galactus, where he's just like, look, I can weep like oceans of tears for the lives that have been lost, for in my hunger and all of that. Like, it's done really well. It's like all these lives, he's like all these people.
It's set up and payoff, right? For
Mhm.
what's coming.
Yeah. So now it's like he's
Thor
gonna
with some Kirby crackle.
yeah, here comes Thor. This
Okay.
was awesome.
Oh, hold that panel for a moment. You
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the
yeah.
Galactus image of him floating, yeah?
Yeah.
Where is it? There's a Kirby panel that is there's a couple of panels in the original Kirby story that are
Mhm.
very similar. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, damn it. I remember seeing it in the story and it reminded me of that panel where Galactus there has fallen, right? And he's here it is. All right.
I'll make it
Can you
big
see
screen.
this?
Hold on. I'll make it big screen.
Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, that's it. Wow.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, Byrne showing respect and love to Kirby. There's there's definitely some in here. Like when Ben attacks, and also when Ben attacks, right? There's an
I'll make it
homage to that coming up in a few pages.
Right.
But look at this battle. Look at the look how Iron Man's repulsors are drawn, and then the panel of the flames and the lightning and the energy blasts, really epic. Like, look at that. That is just, that's what comics are about. That's comics.
Basically, everyone's attacking him now. I mean, it's not even.
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy. I like how Wasp goes into his eye or whatever.
Mm.
That is cool, just to annoy him. Like she can't really do anything, but it's just like, ugh. It's like you getting an eyelash in your eye, you know, like
Or that mosquito that buzzes by you while you're sleeping.
yeah. It's like, zzz,
Yeah.
zzz, like, these people are gonna be crushed.
Be dead, man. Sorry.
She's dead. Wasp is dead.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah, she should be.
Yeah.
I mean, she's dead as shit. Yeah. Here comes Thor. Everybody comes down. Oh, they nailed him. Right in the friggin' face.
This is a great little aside.
Yes.
Interlude between Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Yeah. They also mentioned Galactus
It
is
may-
getting slightly smaller. They mentioned that too.
Yeah. It may well reach a point where the Avengers and FF will actually need our help. But to be honest, I don't think much of Earth's chances if it comes down to that.
No.
I'm afraid
No.
you're right, Daredevil. Guess the most we could do is watch and wait. Too bad we don't have any popcorn.
Yeah. We gotta wait. All right. But yes, it's like they're like he's getting smaller. It's like he is getting smaller. Here comes Doctor
And
Strange.
this makes sense because you got to think. That's one thing that Marvel does that DC doesn't do so much. Real world location, right?
Mhm.
New York, Manhattan is home to Spider-Man, Daredevil, Doctor Strange, Fantastic Four, the Avengers, right? It makes sense with this immense threat on the doorstep for them all to be there. Like it makes sense. It's not just where did they come from for the sake of plot convenience. It actually makes sense that Doctor Strange would show up.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, they never saw that in that current movie, Empire Strikes Back. No, Empire Strikes Back. Oh no, Empire Strikes Back was 80. Yeah, that's would have been out. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, Thor kind of nails him. This is great though. What he does a spell on him to make him see. It's basically like Ghost Rider or whatever. It's like make him feel all of the pain and see all of the death and everything. That's pretty awesome. That's actually cool because, like, I mean, Doctor Strange came in there and got the friggin'. This is like the run-in from like wrestling. Like he came in, oh my god, it's like chair shot. Like,
and
like-
it's interesting too because we've remarked here how Byrne is not only a student but like a fan of the first years of Marvel. That's Ditko's Doctor Strange.
yeah,
Yeah. Good
I
call.
thought that too. You're right. Sorry, I don't know why I have like 4 million. Oh, okay. Getting messages. My Deathstalker stuff. Oh, I said Deathstalker, so I have to play the thing. But my Deathstalker lobby cards are finally coming in. Jeez, it's taken like 100 years. So I'll play it really quickly.
I'll have my revenge, and Deathstalker too.
But finally, my Deathstalker 2025 lobby cards are coming in.
Nice.
Okay. So, anyways, yeah, he screams, and he did it. It's like Galactus screams in red. Wow, that is awesome. It's like,
Excuse me.
like
this is-
holy crap!
This is what comics are about. This is
Mhm.
brilliant.
Now
Oh,
it's like
also
the
Reed-
slingshot.
Yeah, Reed's hyping up though. No time for questions, Ben. Galactus has dropped his guard. We only have one chance, right? Because I guess the spell's temporary, so they have
Yeah.
to strike
Right.
while he's weak. And just the effort that everyone plays a part. Do you know what this is like? This is like in the first Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, the cave troll fight. That
Mhm.
everyone plays a part in defeating the cave troll.
Yeah.
Everyone contributes, all of them. Every member of the Fellowship is involved in defeating the cave troll. It's like, so to me, it's it's like a perfect fight scene, and this is that on a cosmic scale. Oh,
Friggin'
good.
impact with Thing. That is cool. A fastball special FF version or whatever.
And the cool
Yeah.
thing about it too is and this is getting back to what J-Man was mentioning earlier. You've got all these guest stars in the book, right? And they all get their moment to shine.
Yep, nice.
Yeah.
I know what you're
Who
saying.
ends it in their own book? The FF.
Yeah.
Right. That's it. Yep, that is correct. That's my that's my Mary Jane defeats Green Goblin or whatever. Like that didn't happen, but I'm saying like, it's like when people don't win in their own book. Like end of this issue, so it's almost done. But he's down, right? So as you just said, it's a Fantastic Four comic, and it makes sense, as RR said, that other heroes get involved, and it definitely makes sense. Thor comes in swinging the hammer. That's what Thor's specialty is. Doctor Strange comes in, clever idea. Let's make a spell so he remembers and feels and sees all the suffering. It's like, that's cool. So now he's off guard. But the final blow has to be from the guy in his own comic. Like, otherwise, what am I reading this for? It's not Superman. Oh, Superman couldn't make it to that country to save those kids. Well, you got to write it better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the kid, right? You got to.
RR's, he's feeling it.
No, but you can write. But the thing is that you can write whatever story you want to tell.
Yes, it's in your power.
It's in your power. You can't say, well, the excuse is that, he was doing other things, but you're the writer. You can write so that he's not doing something else. Right. Or what, like maybe Green Lantern could have done this. And Superman has to get the glory. So at the end of the day, no matter what you say, Thing got the final shot in on him. And they're like, well, he's dead. We should just let him die. It's like, yeah, but we can't do that. It's like, we got to save him. Oh,
Having said that, I did have an argument with somebody once who knows comics really well. He was like, we were arguing about the Fantastic Four film. And I said, oh, wait, it's ridiculous that Sue could push Galactus. And my mate said, oh, but the Thing knocked out Galactus once. And it's like, well, hang on a second there, right? Saying that the Thing knocked out Galactus is technically true, but only after Galactus has fought all the strongest Avengers at the time and had the Doctor Strange's spell, turn his brain off. So,
and he was on one bar.
Yeah, there was a lot of. I mean, this is good writing because it's believable, right? Because we haven't seen Galactus flatten his back before. We've never seen him down and out like this.
No,
right?
But yeah, so he was already weak when he got there. Then he used his last energy reserves to power himself up enough so that he could defeat Terrax, return the island, like turn off the force field or whatever it was, and like. Then he fought Thor, Iron Man, Wasp in his eye. Then Doctor Strange came in with a spell, so there's magic involved. Then he got hit. It's like, okay, fine. And then, even that, they barely kind of got it, right? So it's like, in this movie, Sue pushing him over just by going, it's like, no. They could have maybe set up, like Reed could have set up a bunch of things. My problem too is that it's very clear. Look, Thing is the coolest guy on the team. Let's face the facts, okay? Thing is the coolest. So given that fact, if you have to start ranking the Fantastic Four, like Sue is the least, because so in order to make her better, these writers came in, John Byrne and even Kirby, when they gave her better powers, they made her more important by giving her more cool things to do that are memorable things. Like, okay, Sue, you can do this. Oh, that's cool, right? So they gave her stuff to do. You don't need to give anything to Reed to do because he's awesome. He's going to come up with something. You don't have to give Thing anything to do because it's a comic book, so there's going to be fighting. And if there's fighting, the Thing is going to fight. Same with Johnny. He looks cool. He's a flame guy. So you don't have to do extra things to come up with reasons to make the character cool because he already is. But it doesn't mean Sue's a bad character. It means that you're a bad writer because you don't know how to make her cool. It's like in the movie, making her sort of the de facto leader and she's doing the talks and stuff. It's like, yeah, but she's not the leader. Like in volume 100 or whatever they're on right now, the current one, I read the first 5 or 6 issues and they're like, it literally says Sue is the leader, but she's not the leader. So the thing is, first page, I'm like, but she's not the leader. Well, in this comic, she is. Well, this is the fake Fantastic Four. Well, it gets better. But what are you talking about? First, it didn't get better. But it's like, what do you mean it gets better? I hate this. Like, it gets better. Even with Supergirl, she murders the guy at the end. Well, the rest of it was okay, but the ending is the movie. So like, you can't just let things go when it destroys the fundamentals of the thing. Like, Rita's the leader. He get the Fantastic. If Thor came in and got the last shot and it ended, thanks for your assist, Thor, then I'd be like, why am I reading Fantastic Four comics? Why don't they just call Thor every time they need a problem? Oh, there's a problem, we'll call Thor because he solved the last issue we were on. It still has to be a Fantastic Four, but nobody looks stupid. Like, everybody was awesome in it. Even in technically true, I can quote you. I don't remember what I said, but I'm sure. David and Galactus. Oh, that's funny.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice. Nice one. Respect on that one. Love it.
Yeah. Force of nature. If you move, then the whole universe gets unstable. Yes. F pop up in his. So wait a minute. Oh yeah, he wanted to get ego and all that. You watched it of the old cartoon. Was it a season one? Okay, there you go. We're not doing this one tonight, but there you go. That's the next one.
I think this is the heartbreaker one. As a kid, this one stuck with me.
yeah.
The end's an absolute heartbreaker.
Scott Pilgrim. Oh, you mean like He-Man, the He-Man one? Yeah. All right. There you go.
Phantom has a good point.
Yeah, I'm okay with them saying we got to save them because we don't kill people. Like, I mean, that is what it is. Here's another. Yeah, well, how come they don't have a no kill rule? We had the I'll show you guys the Superboy thing in a second. Then we can talk. Have an open discussion. But yeah, like, I mean, the no kill rule is just an obvious thing because, again, you don't want characters to go away. It's like if Batman kills the Joker, then there's no more Joker stories. It's like, so it doesn't work in adventure comics. It was fine in the Spider pulps because they weren't going to repeat guys. Spider kills everybody. The idea of having cool villains that recur, and in some cases the villains outshine the heroes, it's like that is later. Like the first ever in Superman, I read Action Comics from #1. I got to issue 30 or 40, something like that. And I was shocked. Do you guys know who the first actual cool villain that Superman fought in the comics, in Action Comics?
No.
Isn't the Ultra Humanite?
It's the Ultra Humanite.
Nice. Good pull.
Sorry, I got to turn my camera off for a bit. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Good pull.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Ultra Humanite. And I was like, but it looks like Lex Luthor. I was like, oh, this must be Lex Luthor. I'm like, oh, wait, that's not Lex Luthor. It's Ultra Humanite. Who's that? Not who's that. I know who that is. But I was like, oh, Ultra Humanite. Isn't that crazy to think that was like the first or whatever? Yeah, Ultra Humanite. Yeah. Isn't it so neat that it's complete? Who's the first? Is it Chameleon or Tinkerer, or who's the first Spider?
Chameleon? I'm gonna lose my webs on this, but it's either the Chameleon. I think it's Chameleon, and then it's
Vulture is #2, I think.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see. Who is the first Spider-Man villain in comics?
They might give you the burglar.
Isn't it Chameleon?
Yeah, Chameleon. I thought it was Chameleon. Yeah.
So I don't lose my Spider membership. That's good.
Yeah, I thought it was Chameleon, and then Vulture's in there too.
Yeah,
Vulture's like #2 or something.
Yeah, but it's like Lizard, Doc Doom, Doc Ock are all in that run.
Yeah, I've got the first whatever collected stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay, I haven't watched that yet. Maybe I gotta watch that, Al. So RR, you're still with us, right? Or are you just the camera's off?
Oh yeah, yep, still.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna play you guys. What do you want to see for? Oh, let me look at the poll first before I play Superboy. Got 9 votes. 33% say it's the best FF run of all time. 56% say one of the best, and 11% say overrated. So basically,
I can see that. Giving Kirby some love.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to see? What do you want to see first? They're 1 minute and 10 seconds each or something. So do you want to see? And there's no music. So there's Superboy versus Watchmen or Superboy versus The Boys. Which one do you want to see first?
Let's do The Boys.
The Boys. All right, here we go. Ready?
Later.
You got. I got to remove the comments from the screen because you have to read. Like
Okay.
there's text involved, so you're gonna have to read like Reed Richards.
Woohoo.
All right.
Okay, so The Boys first. Okay, so I made them long enough so that you should be able to read the text. So this was me very bored. So here you go.
Oh, shame.
Hope it makes you
I'm
a better
late for
person.
my date with Lana. Love it.
Oh, that's great. I hope it makes
He
you a
just
better
sees, oh,
person.
he's a bad guy. Okay, I'll stop him. Okay, so that one, that was that one. I thought that was pretty funny. Like Homelander's a total piece of crap, and then Superboy just destroys. It's like, he goes, don't worry, you won't die. You'll just be suffering. So see, he didn't kill him. Even Superboy didn't kill Homelander. All right, so that's that one. Now it's Watchmen. Now, could you guys? The live thing blocks some of the text. Did it block it for you
No,
guys?
no, sorry, everything.
Okay, so everything okay.
At least
All
on
right,
my
so-
end.
All right, so Watchmen. Here you go.
No,
Watch
it was great.
Superboy and the Watchmen.
Uh,
I gave time for people to read.
shame.
I like
Love it.
that.
Love it. I love it.
There you go. I
That's,
thought that was great. It's like they show up 35 minutes later. Wait a minute, I thought Ozymandias was the bad guy. It's like, yeah, right. You see, he wasn't. Next, you're gonna say the comedian was bad.
uh,
Oh, brilliant. Well done.
yeah, that was good.
I named the element my initials and birthday. Oh look, I found that because he'll just fly around, find something to defeat him, and defeat him. Like that's it. Superboy solves everything. I was like, it's got to be like 4 or 5 panels. He could solve anything. Yeah, he's sent to Phantom. No, I like that he just I like that he just suffers because the Phantom Zone is like he just lets him suffer there. But yeah, no, the
Phantom
Watchmen's
Zone was
great
too
too.
good for him.
It's like, I mean, yeah, it's like, oh, Watchmen. Oh, look, it's Ozymandias. Okay, I stopped him. And it's like I clipped the pic where he's capturing the bullet, but it's just the heat vision, so he just got nailed. And then it's like oh, and then the part where he's bleeding out, or where he caught because his hand is bleeding. I removed the blood. This was all done before AI was a thing, because
Right.
now I could do it with AI and make it really awesome. But I had to do each. So I actually, those took a long time. I went through.
You got to source the right images.
I had to go through every Superboy comic that I remembered reading for images that would work or whatever. Thank you, Raj. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, the ultimate timeout. Oh, my mouse is being weird. Yeah. Well, I didn't do the Phantom Zone because then I have to get a Phantom Zone picture. It's just like
Yeah.
I was like I couldn't. I was like and it can't be long. It can't be like because Superboy solves everything very quickly. Like that's his thing. It's like he just solves it. He lives in the watching Housewives. Yeah.
Real Housewives of Krypton. How about that?
Right. Yeah. That is what he's watching. So you guys were talking about the what did you guys come up with for the Avengers Doomsday when you guys were? I didn't see that video. Like for the picture.
It was just interesting. It's concept art, so things are probably subject to change. Loki's in there.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's probably room next to Thor to add other characters. But what was interesting is, at least for me, is that the Fantastic Four are prominent right next to Steve, the way that it's positioned. They're positioned in the poster. You get a good look at Doom's mask, and it looks like it's going to be like comic accurate. But Steve is holding Jane Foster's Mjolnir. So he's holding the hammer, and it's the broken one. And so the interesting is, okay, why does he have that? And then how do you make the Fantastic Four relevant if this isn't Reed and Victor's, if this isn't Reed's Victor? And another thing we thought about was, so you've got Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom. How much mask time is he actually going to have? He's going to be out of that mask probably 80% of the time he's on screen.
Oh, I mean, he'll never have it on.
It's going to be brutal with him not wearing the mask.
Right.
That's like Vader walking around without his helmet.
And
there's
honest,
just
when he's got the mask on, he's not that strong. He's not that strong a voice actor.
No,
and I don't think he could pull it off with his voice alone.
No, I don't think you're. I think you're right. Like because it becomes a voice performance, right? And he doesn't have that voice. Like I really liked Hugo Weaving when he played V. I thought the voice, was really good. But I think someone can check this. I think that Hugo Weaving was always in the costume anyways, even though he was only doing the voice. They kept him in the costume or whatever.
Isn't some of the live action, or some of the scenes have James Purefoy because he was the original casting for V for Vendetta.
Mm-hmm. So it's not all Hugo in the.
I think some of it, James Purefoy was cast as King Randor was cast as V for Vendetta first, but he couldn't handle the mask, so they swapped it over. I don't know which scenes would be Purefoy. I have no idea.
Right.
I could be completely wrong. All I know is he was cast.
Either actor, if they're doing it, they were in the mask, so they were there doing it.
Yeah.
I'd be like Mandalorian.
Yeah, we also talked about Gambit being in the film, so that's interesting because it's Channing Tatum. It's his Gambit, so the big problem for me in this is, one of the big problems is, and we talked about this, and another point I'll bring up shortly after. How much screen time is everybody going to get? With all of these characters, you're going to get like 2 minutes max.
Yeah, it's going to have to be pared down to who are the more. So, it'll be the Fantastic Four, I guess, who do. Steve's in it a lot, I think. Thunderbolts, who cares, right? What are they going to do?
Have you guys seen the plot leaks?
Oh,
no,
I have not, but I've heard about the drama because they don't know how to finish it.
I won't say any of them if you don't want to hear them. That's fine. But I
don't care. You can say it.
Put out videos.
Doesn't matter.
A couple of folks.
No, say it.
The plot. Well, some folks have put out videos about the plot leaks. And they've been quite consistent. These rumors, right? So the big rumor is that Doom has lost his family because Steve Rogers went back in time and changed the timeline.
Yes, that's what I heard.
He gets everyone together, like all the Avengers and whatnot, to try and. I was listening to it, going, "What? Put cannons on their individual Earths that stop incursions and some nonsense." But of course, Doom double crosses everyone at the end because he just wants to restore his family and rule the universe, right? So there's a big fight at the end, and he Thanoses everybody at the end, and then remakes the universe with them in it. Just brings them back to life and wipes their memories to set up Secret Wars, right?
Yeah.
Which to me is just so unearned. Like the Thanos story was set up over, 20 odd movies, and it was the culmination of a lot of ideas and careful steps. Whereas this is sort of just thrown together, and they undo. I mean, Avengers Endgame had its ups and downs, but it was an ending, right? And a satisfying ending. Some of those characters. I mean, I think Steve had done enough that he deserved to go and retire and be with Peggy. He'd saved the world a bunch of times. I was okay with that. I mean, there is that skit about, does that mean he sits out 9/11 and a bunch of other stuff? But anyway, but
he can still do stuff later too, right?
Yeah.
The problem
they undo the endings, and that to me is wrong.
Endgame is awesome, provided it is the end, because then it's the end. But the thing is, the very next movie is whatever. It's like, well, where's Captain America? Well, he's old. Yeah, but he's still a super soldier. He can still do stuff. Right. You wrote him out saying, "Oh, he retired." But why is he retired? Like, wouldn't he? So he wouldn't want to try to stop Sentry, or it's like, where is he now?
Steve has a phone, right? He's he knows
what's going on.
He can call Sam, right?
Like, why didn't they end it with Endgame? Was a good ending, for better or worse. Most of it was fine. You end it, and then the next movie would have been X-Men or Fantastic Four, and just do Kirby Fantastic Four, and you build your new universe with Fantastic Four. And then later on, you can recast Iron Man and Thor. You can bring them back for the next set, because you got 10 years worth of MCU movies that are done. Then you could get another 10 years worth of X-Men and Fantastic Four guys, which is enough to like X-Men and Fantastic Four are clearly enough to, continue for 10 years. After that 10 years, you reboot it all again with new actors coming back. And then eventually we'll be like, 70 and be like, well, I thought Joe Smith was the best Captain America. I still kind of like, I still kind of like Chris Evans. He was pretty good. And then there's going to be the 80-year-old guy saying Red Brown is the real Captain America. Right?
Red Brown.
And someone's going to be like, Albert Pujols Captain America was the Salinger. That guy Salinger's the best. So but now we just have, it's a bunch of schlock. Oh, look, we got everybody back, but they already ended it. So they go back in time. So when they go back in time, what happened to Endgame? Right, like what you're saying, R. So where's Endgame at now? Like, did it not happen?
I don't know if there's time travel in it, but there is alternate universes. And the worst thing I heard is the opening. Apparently, the opening of the film begins with Deadpool and Wolverine. Well, I guess they traveled through the TVA. The TVA apparently heavily involved in Avengers Doomsday. But and Doom usurps Loki's throne, because Loki's now some god of stories or some. I didn't watch season 2.
He's on the tree. He's connected all the.
Season 1 drove me insane, so I didn't watch season 2. But apparently, the start of the film takes place on Tobey Maguire's Earth, and he fights Deadpool and Wolverine, who are there to deliver a bomb that will destroy that universe to preserve their own.
What?
And I'm thinking, that's the plot leak.
I heard that too. That's what I heard.
And it ends up with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man dying. I think Wolverine dies as well, and Deadpool survives, and that universe is destroyed. Now,
I
hope it's not true.
I'm losing my mind right here. That's the dumbest ass stuff I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, it sounds terrible. Like, just what?
That sounds like bad fan fiction.
It does, yeah. I hope it is. I hope that the leaks are completely false. It's nothing like that. But I don't trust the writers since the end of Phase 3.
I'm with you on there. Like, can we just go back to like the heroes stopping people.
Yeah, stop the time travel and all this other weirdness.
Because I'm really tired of this trope where we're in trouble because the heroes messed up. Right? Like that was the entire MCU after Sokovia, which was the heroes are messing up. You know, we got to control them or get rid of them or whatever. Can we just have a story where good triumphs over evil? Right.
Hold on a second. Raj gifted 5 memberships. Wow. Thank you, Raj. I appreciate that, man.
Well done.
That is awesome.
Thanks, Raj. Good man.
Wow. That's definitely going to get you a few. We can definitely. Oh, you want the link? I'll give you.
That's Scarlett Johansson worthy.
Yeah, and I'll give you the one that you like, which is this one, of course. And then and the water one. Now there is Under the Skin, which I unfortunately can't give you that one. But thank you, Raj. I really appreciate it. That's crazy. Yeah. So none of the off. They got Falcon. I don't know. That's and they got Shang-Chi there.
Yeah, and they have the Wakandans and stuff.
Yeah.
But thanks, Raj. Yeah,
Thank you.
How dare I say this? Yeah, White Vision. Dare I say this? X-Men 97 is more enjoyable than what's going on right now.
Oh, X-Men 97 is awesome. I got to watch. I have to watch. I saw the fight.
It's absolute peak storytelling. It's like the 2-parter with Apocalypse and Ramatat. Freaking believable.
Yeah, I've seen the first 4 now, so I got to watch 5. I'll probably watch 5, maybe even tonight. X-Men 97.
5 is the weakest, and it's still good.
And you know what? I've been watching the old animated series in order for my lunch during my lunch breaks now, and man, it's awesome. Like it is friggin' awesome. So like I don't know, why don't they just make the X-Men 97 live action? Just stop all this nonsense. Stop. We're gonna do the X-Men. Just bloody do the 97. Do that lineup. Here's what I would. Here. You know what would I do? You just go back to when it was the most popular. That's it. Look, I know there's people out there, original 5 X-Men. Okay. And I would not erase the original 5 X-Men. I would have that as flashbacks saying these are the original 5 X-Men, and maybe have like a montage, of like, so you can know what's going on, and then just get it to like the way Batman 89 didn't really have an origin for Batman. It's just he's already Batman, and then there's just of him thinking back to when his parents were killed. It's like that's it. Get the X-Men, the team that everybody likes, the Jim Lee run and then Jim Lee #1 X-Men, which is your #1 selling comic. I mean, it's the #1 selling comic of all time because everyone was excited for it and bought it. And I don't care if you retroactively think, well, I don't think it was that good and all this other bullshit that people get into. I don't care. It was super popular and everyone loves that team. X-Men 97 comes back, and it's a great cartoon. Everyone likes it. And then X-Men 97 season 2 now is that, and just go to that and make it like just do the same thing. You know what actually probably better? What about this idea? What if they just did 100-minute long X-Men animated films, make the animation slightly better. Like X-Men 97 has pretty good animation. Maybe make it a little bit more, like up it a little bit more, details and textures. Make them 100 minutes, 1 movie every year. And you just title it X-Men Apocalypse, X-Men Onslaught, X-Men Krakoa, X-Men, I don't know, like Genosha, X-Men, like Inferno, X-Men Phoenix, Dark Phoenix, X-Men. Just do 1 a year, release it in theaters and IMAX, animated movies do what kids can go see it. And then that year you pump those characters. So if you're doing Dark Phoenix, you have Dark Phoenix toys. You can do Emma Frost. You can do the Hellfire Club. And then the next time you do if you're doing Apocalypse, you have Apocalypse. You can have the Horsemen. You have Archangel toys. You pump those toys up. You get McDonald's toys or Burger King or whatever their deals are. That's it. Just make that. It costs way less. Okay, so you're telling me right now you do this apocalypse storyline, make it a 100-minute long movie, really make it look even better, like really detailed animation. Spend a year making that, release it in IMAX. How much is it going to cost you to make that? It won't cost you that much. It's going to make what, 500 million? Let's say it makes $400 million. Well, it's not going to cost you $100 million to make it. So and then you just get cool voice actors. You don't even need to pay them. Use the guys they're using now. And you just make that one X-Men movie a year. And then if you want a second one, do Fantastic Four or Avengers. The same thing, same animation team. They do an X-Men movie, they do an Avengers movie, and you just keep forever. And then Spider-Man, they can keep the live action movies for Spider-Man because those always do well. That's the end of it. This is this is a no-brainer. Just make that. You don't have to pay all these actors. Oh, they're too old now. Madripoor, yeah, can you imagine that? Asteroid M. Look, the guys in the chat are making these up as we're talking. Like every one of us in the chat can name 3 or 4 that we would want to see.
I agree with you, and I also think that Fantastic Four would work in that as well.
You could do the same thing, Fantastic Four,
because you can replicate the scale of what goes on in the comic books way better in animation. Because I'll be honest with you, if you take the manga anime kind of business model where they might, they do a series and then they do a feature.
Right. Yeah.
When I saw Chainsaw Man, I was like, good God, this is absolutely mind-blowing. If you had a Marvel movie, pick whatever your series is, and say you had an X-Men movie done with that studio, with that level of animation, and you pick any one of those stories, my God.
So look at this. While you were talking, I went Demon Slayer. I just picked the one I could remember quickly. Budget $20 million. It made $790 million.
There you go.
Like, okay, it might not be as big as Demon, but it's X-Men. X-Men animated movie. Make it, and then if you're going to do animated movies one a year, then you can do the 5 original X-Men with Brotherhood, and then guys leave the team. Next movie, new guys join. You always keep Cyclops and Jean, or what, you keep your 2 or 3 main people, right? And guys join and come back. I mean, this is so absurdly simple to do. And then again, Batman. These cartoons that are coming out, Nightfall and all that. Can you imagine a 3-year Nightfall? Like you do Nightfall, Night Quest, or whatever, Night's End. Like, I mean, I don't get it. Hey guys, it's on Disney. It's on Disney Plus. Yeah, I have free Disney Plus.
Yeah,
so it's free. It comes with my internet. I also have Netflix for free too.
Because I'm thinking now, I don't know if you're aware of this or Jay, I knew about this, but like Marvel's leaving New York, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
So they're relocating so they're relocating and moving everyone to California, just like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh
DC.
no!
Yeah.
So nobody's gonna. They're looking to drop. This is we're looking to drop people, right?
So they're taking their 100 employees or how many they have, and they're moving to California. That's so
California.
Fighty. Yeah, no party, right? Yeah. So everything's going to be concentrated there. And with the rumors of them stopping publishing physical comics in 2030, you have to wonder, and then also maybe even licensing out their characters.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
I would not be surprised if basically Marvel as we know it, all the stuff we thought was going to happen to DC actually ends up happening to Marvel, because they changed their EIC, right? Cebulski's out. And
yeah, I saw. I saw that too.
Manga, right? And so you have to wonder, what are they really doing? Like, what are they really thinking? And I don't know. Like I really don't know.
Nobody's buying the comics. The problem is they create this problem themselves, but the problem, we're at a point now where nobody's buying the comics. So I go to the shop. I don't even go every Wednesday anymore because I've got my pull list, and I've canceled so many comics that I only get 3. I did get Bad Rock because it was a thing, but I'm going to cancel that because it doesn't look good. But I get Youngblood because it's Rob Liefeld, and I like Rob Liefeld. That's the end of it. I get Transformers because it's Transformers, and that's kind of my main thing. And I get Action Comics because it's Superman, who's my favorite character, and I only want to get one, so I figure I pick Action Comics because except for New 52, that's an unbroken numbering. It's unbroken numbering except for New 52. So I will collect Action Comics regardless of quantity or quality until I die because I love Superman and I want to do something. I also contribute to the Christopher Reeve Foundation. I've been that for like maybe 10 years. Every month I just have an automatic donation every month. They just take the money. So I'm never going to stop those two things because I love Superman. I love Christopher Reeve. So just to have that connection, unless if they stop making Action Comics and physical, then fine, then I'll stop, I suppose. But Transformers, that's been up and down recently. So that could go any moment. And Rob Liefeld, he has never done anything past 1 year, and he's never had more than 12 issues of anything in his life ever, right? So Youngblood ain't going to be around, that's not going to go on forever. So it's going to get to a point where I'll be collecting Action Comics. That's it. And that's me, who I still try to go. When Krakoa started, I bought every mutant comic. I went to Mike Carlos, who's my Gotham Central Comics, and I said, put me down for X-Men. Which one? Everything. If there's a mutant in it, put me down. Like I got like the galas and all this other dumb shit. So think about how many, there was like 10 mutant books a month or something. So I'm spending like 70, 80 bucks just on the mutant books. Never mind Batman and Superman. I never stopped Superman, right? Wonder Woman. So it's like I was spending like 150 bucks a month on comic books. And then I sat there, I was like, what the F what is happening? What am I doing? None of these are any good. We started doing streaming on comics. I was on Klobby's channel. He was on my channel. We started doing comics from the very beginnings. I'm like, why am I reading these comic books from 1960 and they're 1,000 times better and I'm giving money? Like, let's face the facts. We were reading them off the website. Like, I'm not, it's obvious where I was reading them. I don't have the first appearance of Superboy. Right? Like, I don't have that. It's a shocker. I don't have Superboy #1. So clearly we're reading those off of sites, right? Okay. And so these, which I'm getting for free, are way better. And I'm paying for this stuff that stinks. I'm like, why am I paying for this? So slowly cancel. I was like, well, I'll keep X-Men and X-Factor and X-Force, the kind of the main ones. And I'm like, well, why am I keeping those? Why am I even keeping those if they suck? If they're $7 each, what am I doing? $7, you buy 2 comics. Like, I mean, you can get Swiss Chalet. Like, I can have dinner. Or I can get, or have these 2 comics which are going to just take up space and I don't care. I ended up selling the entire Krakoa. I had every mutant comic. I sold them all at that Gotham show you're at.
It's gonna crater the variant cover market. It's gonna crater LCSs if they go digital. But you're right. Like a lot of the stories, they ain't great.
Mm-hmm. So Al, which physical comics are you buying right now? I'm with you. Like, I'm not saying we have to deal with the reality of the situation. Nobody's buying them. They have to employ people in brick and mortar locations to produce these things that nobody is buying. My niece and nephew, they come over, they love it. They love my toys. Oh, he's got all the toys, and I'll play with them, and they like Spider-Man, and they liked that cartoon, the Spidey Friends or something, which wasn't the Amazing Friends like that we watched. Like, it was Spin.
Yeah.
Spin and Ghost Spider or something, like.
Yes.
Right. So it was Spidey, Spin is Miles Morales. Mm-hmm. Anyways, they love it. They bought the toys. She's like, oh, I want a Ghost Spider. So she has to go, and they love it. They're not going to go sit and read a physical book. Like, they just play on their iPad. There's like little games. Oh, look, little Spidey games. Oh, look, I can control Spider-Man and walk around. They're not going to go read they're going to sit there and read it. Absolute Batman, a few others.
Line of Western civilization.
Yeah, like they're not going to, yes. Yeah. So you got a few Image Comics and stuff. Batman, yeah, Absolute Batman. So you're, going digital will kill comic shops, yeah, and kill the collecting hobby. It will. Yeah. No, it's done. Yeah. But the collecting hobby is dead except for grading. So your options are buy graded comics that you can't open, and you just, as I did in my article, where you're just buying a number. Oh, I got a 9.8. Oh, I only have a 9.7. Did you read the comic? Like, no. Okay. Can you open it? How do you know the interiors are there? Well, they graded it. How do you know it's not a conspiracy? Maybe they ripped it to shreds or drew a penis on it in it.
Oh,
right. Like,
there were the people that were putting their books in to get graded, and they were coming back with the different books inside the case. Right.
I mean, it's humans doing it. It's a mistake. It could just, like like you have this graded comic, which is that's not a collectible item either, because no one can read it or know what it is or whatever. Like, so what's the point of that too? That's just, you may as well just take a picture of it. And someone's like, well, you got to protect it. Well, there's a $15 case that opens up. I've got it somewhere here. I could probably go get it. It's like, you just open it up, slide the comic in, close it, and it's protected. Like, you could still open it anytime you want. So the problem is nobody's buying it. I'm at the shops. Now I haven't gone, now I go maybe once every 2 weeks, but I used to go every week, and it's the same guys. There's like 10 guys in line, and I'm like, and I know that they're all irritating. Like, each guy's got his big stack of shit. I'm like, you know what? The store opens at 11. I'll show up at noon to weed these guys out, because they sit there the whole time, like, So off topic. It's same time toys. It's been off topic for the last half an hour.
Yeah, no, he's not criticizing what we're talking about. He's saying off topic.
Yeah.
Marvel is moving out. And
no. I know he's not criticizing. I'm saying I thought, like, it sounded like he was apologizing that he's going off topic, but we stopped talking about Fantastic Four half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Moving on, New York. Yeah. On topic. I can't stand graded. Yeah. I can't stand graded books either. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Penis is invisible.
Oh, when the black light hits, right?
You definitely don't want that. Like,
yeah.
That's evil. That is.
Some of those Jim Lee, like Psylocke and stuff, like those pages must be just terrible. Oh, I sent my childhood copy. It came back as a negative. How did I get a negative? It's like stained and like, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Look, graded unreadable book. I know. Yeah, I went and I actually I'm a big cereal guy. I love cereal. So I bought Cheerios and I got it graded, and now I can't eat it. It's the dumbest shit ever. It's like, what is the point? And I've got graded comics because I've been forced to get them. Like, every so often I look for something. I'm like, let me look for like a key issue that I'm interested in or something like that, right? And you go and look, and then you're like, okay, they're selling the ungraded copies as though they were graded, right? Like, do they blacklight them? I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. So I think the landscape is going to be slightly different moving forward, if not drastically different. Marvel's new EIC is Stephen Wacker, and he actually was behind a few decent runs back in the day, including Brand New Day, Superior Spider-Man era, and he also served as the editor behind the Eisner Award-winning comic series Daredevil and Hawkeye, and then he helped relaunch Captain Marvel. So a lot of stuff that I've heard from people who are in the industry, who are artists or whatever, they're really happy that this dude is now in charge. The question is, can he do? No. I'm sure Feige's going to have his fingers in there as well too. Can he do what Absolute Batman has done for DC?
No.
And that's usually lightning in a bottle, and that happens once.
Okay, so Rob Liefeld, who's the thing I listened to, he said, he's like, they hold on to their guys. Like, he goes, you're in DC Comics, and you go up to DC, hey, I have this idea, Batman as a cowboy, greenlit, right? It's like,
if it's your guy, yes. If it's your guy, yes.
Like, it doesn't matter. It's like, Yeah, okay, no problem. Right? It's like here, it's like, oh, we want to do Spider-Man. No, we can't. This guy's working on Spider-Man. He's got this whole thing planned. It's like, oh, who cares? But the other thing too is like, I don't know who this guy is, but I can tell you that right now, that unless I don't know, I'd have to really know for sure, but I have a feeling that he doesn't give a crap either. Nobody actually really is a fan. Like, you got to go in there and right away cancel everything. It's like, okay, we're canceling all comics because they all suck, all of them. There's going to be one X-Men comic. That's it. What about this idea? I was trying to come up with different ideas myself. What if they just did one comic, every like maybe 6 months, and they rotate them?
That's okay. Keep going, because I'll tell you what if it aligns with mine. Keep going.
Okay, and they're just complete stories. They're just graphic novels. They're graphic novels, complete stories. So 6 issues, but they all come together as one long story, and you sell them in that format for $10 or whatever it is. And you sell, and every 6 months. So it's like there's 2 Spider-Man stories a year. There's 2, but you make it so that there's 12 stories total. Something like, and then you just have limited people working. I don't know, but that's one idea.
So keep going. What's your
So another idea would be like, again, you just have your 10 titles or whatever it is, 10 or 12 titles, and then each one has a backup story. So you could have Daredevil has his own comic, and then Punisher has a backup story in Daredevil. Like the way Tales of Suspense was, you got 2 guys, right? So you have your main guy and then a backup guy. And you could do Fantastic Four, and a backup could be Silver Surfer, maybe. You can have, Captain America be a story, and a backup could be maybe Falcon can have a backup story, or Black Panther can have a backup story. And that's how those characters live on. Ghost Rider could be with maybe Doctor Strange, or, you know what I'm saying? So Superman has a story, and then Supergirl, if it was DC, Supergirl would be the backup, right? Wonder Woman, and the backup could be, Teen Titans or something. I don't know. But do it like that. And then why is there 7 X-Men books? None of them are special anymore because there's so many mutant books. I don't know. What was your idea?
Your idea is not that far off from mine, where I was like, basically you do everything as like a 5 or 6 issue arc, and you run maybe 5 or 6 titles and you stagger them. So let's say, for argument's sake, you're doing Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Daredevil, X-Men, and Hulk. They go January to... Right. They go single issues, right, January to June, right? And then from July to December, you Cap, Avengers. So you always mix it, some singles and some teens, right? Mm-hmm. And then you run it where from July to December, there are no Spider-Man books. Right. And then maybe stagger that in for like maybe October, you'll get a new Spider-Man book. So basically you have... And I was looking at purely from a reader and a collector's point of view, where it's like, I hate reading a book and then you have this amazing creative team and they're on it for 3 issues.
And this is what always happens. And then they reboot the series again.
So that way you've got 6 issues, killer banger art, because that Krakoa series was killer. The art from Pepe Larraz was amazing, but you're not going to get Pepe Larraz for a year. You're going to get Pepe Larraz for maybe 5 issues. So give me like Kraven's Last Hunt, right? Give me Torment. Give me The Trial of Reed Richards as a 6-issue run, right?
Right.
And then flip it into something else. Give me Infernal Hulk for half a year. Right. And then you put it into the trade. So if you didn't catch them, then you get it in the trade. And then you just stagger them, because that's what Netflix does. That's what Apple does, right? You get your 6 issues and then you wait. Right.
The shops the shops are toy stores. If you go to Gotham Central Comics, 2/3 of it is just toys. Like, it's all toys,
Funko,
right?
Man. Funko Pop.
Well, yeah, but they've got like the McFarlane toys and Spawn toys and the Marvel Legends toys and Godzilla, and it's in sections. Like, it's statues. That's what those shops have become. Gotham has no back issues in the terms of what you say a back issue. Like, do you have any Bronze Age comics? Not really, right? Like, I have to go to the shows.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got to end. Are any final thoughts?
No, just thanks very much for having me on. It was fantastic, pun intended, to talk about these amazing issues. And definitely about number 243. That is my all-time favorite Fantastic Four comic. I'll come back next week if I can. I may
Yes,
not
you
be,
can.
We'll see. But
that'd be great.
Oh no, but I got.
Oh, if you can.
to do, unfortunately, I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. But but I'd love to come back again after that for the, what Galactus does to the Skrull homeworld, which is just like that's incredible work by Byrne. But the Trial of Reed Richards, which I think is 260 something, is probably one of the greatest comics ever written, and I'd definitely like to come back for that. But thank you very much for having me on. It's wonderful to share. Thank you both guys. It's wonderful to share these terrific issues. I mean, these are, as we've said many times, these are comics that are what comics is all about. These stories so well written, so well drawn. Everything is at its peak, and I put Byrne's FF run up against pretty much any other run by any other person in any other book. It's just fantastic. And
Simonson, Thor, Byrne's FF, they're in the same league. Wolfman and Perez on Teen Titans, same league. Mazzucchelli and Miller on Daredevil, same league, man. They're all great.
It's all Okay, well, thanks for coming on, man. These were awesome, man. That Galactus one is awesome, and I read it before because I bought that collection, so I knew that was one that I did read before. But anyways, all right, thanks guys for being here. Thanks everybody in chat. Thanks Rosh for the gifted memberships, guys. You can get those. They should just automatically get people. That's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you. So Sunday is Torment, Todd McFarlane. We're gonna fight that one out because some people don't like that comic. All right, see you guys.
Ta-da.
Bye.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.